saying? Now, with the Pittsburgh Steelers, let me just make sure I got that right. To be honest, he probably should have took a medical and went back to college. He grows up, he found that, and he was great at it, better than a lot of his peers his age. I'm finally better than y'all or something. And he's feeling the love. And put your team down in the comments, and I'll try to put them in there, especially the people who support the thing. And it's the conundrum that we've always, they're telling you that your brand means more than the hard work. Why in the world would you ever say something like that? All you gotta do is just pay attention to what's going on. Yo, what up, y'all? What's cracking? What is cracking with everybody, man? What's going on? Y'all feels good, feeling great, man. Welcome to the Fans Point of View, man. We got some special guests in the house. We got TDG Dusty up in here, you know what I'm saying? Got my man, got DDP up in here today. Yes, he DP. Man, so there's been a lot going on, but y'all know we got a top 5 for y'all every position. It don't matter whether you got today's top 5 or you got an all-time top 5. You do it how you want to do it. These lists are subjective. As long as you can explain your top 5, I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? It's cool because it's all of our lists are subjective. That's our list, right? That's our personal list. That's who we think the top 5 players are in those positions. Everybody else may have something else. But that's them. As long as you could defend your list, you should be fine. But we gonna get up into it. Salute to LMV. LMV checking in on your channel, DP over there.
What up, LMV?
You know what I'm saying? There's so much that was going on. I'm sure y'all heard about the Shakur Stevenson and Shannon Sharp discussion, right? I'm sure that y'all see this and see what happened with this, right? Now, I had made a video shortly about it, but I just want to play this little clip. This little clip. Salute to you, LNV. You over here too. I see you. Salute. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to play this little clip of them, you know what I'm saying, getting into their debate and what we got to say afterwards, because I'll let y'all talk first, y'all the guests, you know what I'm saying? Just play a little clip about it. It really got heated, but I'll try to get to the good part, but let me see where I'm at right now. Let's see. All right. Hold on. Let's see. I think I got it right where it need to be.
I'm surrounded by what?
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying you consume the positive news. And so if somebody says something that you don't want to hear, you assume, well, I don't value your opinion because you're not a boxing aficionado.
I assume that you don't know shit about boxing. That's all I'm trying to
You don't know
you.
issue about basketball, but you got an opinion on it.
I don't try to debate. If I'm sitting here with Kawhi Leonard, I wouldn't try to debate with Kawhi Leonard about basketball. I'm not that ignorant.
So I can't have an opinion about
what I'm trying to tell you is you're being ignorant. That's it.
I get all that. That's fine.
You're being ignorant.
Shakur, book ignorant is something that should never come out of your mouth because you don't have a degree.
Brother, I don't give a fuck about a classroom.
I've never called you ignorant. I've never called you ignorant.
On the planet that has not finished high school or finished school that is smarter than the most smart motherfucker.
They didn't call me ignorant. You did. Be respectful.
You're being ignorant when it comes to the sport of boxing.
Hey,
no. That's what you're being ignorant. I'm not calling you ignorant as a person. I'm calling you ignorant when it comes to the sport of boxing.
Field and talk about ignorance.
You are in boxing. You are in boxing.
About boxing.
You're ignorant about all sports.
I don't care. I'm not trying to be the smartest nigga about all sports. You're trying to be smart about boxing.
You're not the smartest boxer.
I'm not the smartest boxer. I'm the way smarter boxer than you are, everybody.
Shakur put the gas on Shannon Sharp, bro. Nightcap, bro. He turned all the way up. Hey, yo, I'm gonna put y'all names on the screen, yo. But go ahead, y'all. Y'all go ahead and y'all explain first. What's going on?
I tell you what, you want to go first?
I'll rip into it real quick, man. Because I actually found out about this morning on my phone. So this is all like I'm still processing a bunch of it, but I'm on Stevenson's side, bro. Because there's no way me as I'm watching UFC, like UFC's on today.
Yeah.
I want to see pure knockouts. That's what we want to see. I get what Shannon Sharpe is coming from.
Correct.
But at the same time, Shannon Sharpe's not understanding how dangerous this sport is and how there's different fighting styles that go into it. You have MMA, you have wrestling, you have boxing, kickboxing. There is so many ways. So for him, it's more of how he was trained. So by real MMA fighters, wrestling fighters, and all that. So for him,
Right.
he knows what he's doing in the situation. Shannon Sharpe, he's in the perspective of us. We want to see something that we want to see. We don't want to see him playing patty cake all around the octagon and playing it smart. No, they want to see pure hands thrown. That's what we want to see. He's playing it smart, and that's why he's getting these new deals signed by Dana White. Now, and the point where he said he's not debating, he is completely right. Why is Shannon Sharpe debating a UFC fighter about how boring he's fighting? You're not like you said, you're not going to debate Kawhi Leonard, are you?
No.
About how he plays defense? Are you? No, you're not.
Nah.
So, as much as I'm in Shannon Sharpe's eyes, I see what he wants, but to go out and say it's not it, it's boring, it's all whatever he said, it's not it, bro. Because there's too many ways of fighting in the game. Me, I love my boxing fighters. I love the kicking fighters. I love all that.
Salute old school.
But
salute.
Again, it works.
Yeah,
Why change it when it don't work?
Absolutely.
That's how I feel. Because you get a guy in a chokehold or anything like that.
Absolutely.
10 seconds, they check. DP, they like this.
Go ahead.
Well, man, I'm gonna say this, man. My boy, my boy named Shakur Stevenson. Listen,
Yeah.
Boxing ain't what it once was, and I'm gonna tell him this: everybody gonna have an opinion. So I don't know what Shannon Sharpe said before that, but it's many people that have opinions about boxing that don't never box, and to his wordplay, ignorant of the sport. You feel me? He tried to change it up and say you ignorant when it comes to boxing. You could have said something else as far as ignorant now. Like everybody gonna critique somebody, you feel me? And if he want to call me ignorant when it comes to boxing, I'm gonna say this: I feel like he be running from the smoke. I feel like everybody in boxing besides Terence Crawford running from the smoke. No, none of the best fighters want to fight. None of the best fighters. Nobody want to fight for a name anymore in boxing. They just want to fight for the dollar. They're trying to pick the best fights so they can get the best fight. They can get the best value of, and not the best fighter. They can get the best entertainment from. Man, we as boxing fans, we looking for that. We looking for you to try to get up the weight to fight Terence Crawford or fight Tank. We ain't trying to see you keep fighting all these no-name guys, man. Somebody need to fight, get in the paint with Ryan Garcia, you feel me? But also, man, you gotta talk trash to Stephen A, everybody that critique sports, Skip Bayless. All these people gonna have something to say about an athlete when it comes to sports. So you feel me? That's what we do right now, critiquing athletes. So hey, man, you gotta get out of the mud, man. You don't want nobody to say nothing about you. You better go out there and perform like Ali or perform like Jerry Rice, one of the greatest.
I feel like now, look, I feel like, okay, so what I should have did is what I should have played y'all what he said, right? That would have probably ended up a little bit better under the terms, right? That would have fit a little bit better had I played what he said, right? So this is what he said. Now, this is what I recorded. This is my show. This is a video I recorded months ago. And I did this because he said he was boring. But it's not just the fact he said he was boring. That's his opinion, right? But Shannon Sharpe also said this. Let me see if I can get to it on my video.
If you said it was boring, hey.
Hold on, though. It's more than just saying that.
That's not the only one, right?
Hold up. Listen.
I talked about Shannon Sharpe too, right? I did. I said Shannon Sharpe too. And this is why.
Boxing clinic. Ocho, just look. Me, Shakur is a great fighter. But I wouldn't pay my hard-earned money to $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for tickets to go see him.
No,
I agree,
and that's the problem.
I agree.
Hold up, though. Now
I agree.
You could the bigger. I don't see the bigger the platform, right? So when you say that, I don't feel like Shakur Stevenson was wrong going in there and asking him, all he did was ask Unc for real. He said, your style of fighting is boring. And he asked him, he said, Shakur Stevenson asked him and said, well, what's my style of boxing? And Shannon Sharpe couldn't answer it. He couldn't answer the question. He said, well, what's my style of boxing? So you have an F because you didn't do your homework. He said, so what was my most entertaining fight? So to you, what was Shakur Stevenson's most entertaining fight, DP?
It really ain't none to me, honestly, man. I haven't seen that many of these fights. Like the ones I have seen,
you can't say he's boring.
Sure. The one that I have seen, they ain't keep me entertained enough to keep watching. That's
so my fans. What fight was that?
I want to see some bigger fights, man. I want to see, and really the competition of boxing ain't what it is, man.
No,
it ain't gonna be the same till we get some American heavyweights doing their thing and some American middleweights dominating again.
What fights did y'all see though of Shakur Stevenson? If you haven't seen Shakur Stevenson fight in the ring, he asked him. He said, well, what fights did you see? So you could say boring, D, but what fights did you see of Shakur's that was boring? He's not wrong for asking you that question. Like, what fight was that?
I ain't say he ain't wrong for asking that question. He wrong for calling the man ignorant when it comes to boxing.
I mean, yeah, because he is ignorant. Like when you ask somebody, when Shakur Stevenson asked him what style of boxing, then he said, "What was your most entertaining fight?" He said Teofimo Lopez. Wrong.
But that's his opinion.
But I know. But look, he never seen him. He never seen no other fights beside that fight, though. That's the problem.
Listen, basically, what I'm saying is,
watch the man box. That's like you come. That's like me coming out here and being like, man, my Miami Hurricanes is ass. What? Like, then you ask me, what games did you watch of that Miami Hurricanes? And I'll be like, I watched the last year game with Ole Miss. Well, did you see him play any other games last year? No.
Yes, you have a solid point. Well, my point is, I'm pretty sure he have seen enough fights to realize if he liked the man, the way the man fight or not. The man fight is boring. From what I have seen has been boring, and I watch certain fighters when I watch fighters, and I don't watch Shakur Stevenson because he's not entertaining.
I feel like I feel like there's a stigma with that, right? And I feel like I'm a casual when it comes to boxing. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm a casual. I don't know stats in boxing. I don't know who's the best boxer in every single weight class or nothing like that. But when I do research on the sport, and I respect the sport enough to know that the key of boxing and when you're in a ring is to hit and not get hit. That is the whole reason why that's the thing to do. So if that's boring to you, that's like watching a football game. Like there's different game plans for every football game, right? When Miami played Ohio State, there was a different game plan than when y'all played Texas A&M. The score was different. You know what I'm saying? It was 3-0 versus Texas A&M. To a casual football fan, that game was boring as shit. But to a true football fan like us up here, that game was lit, even though it was 3-0. We like that was a good defensive battle a game. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how the sport of boxing is. Shakur Stevenson is one of the best out there in defense and not getting hit. And you look at some of our greatest boxers that's out there, like Muhammad Ali or George Hagler or Hearns and all them people got brain damage. All those people got speech impediments. And look at James Toney. Like my man can't, he mumbling when he talking and everything because of all the damage they took getting hit. So the key of boxing and the sweet science of boxing is to actually hit and not get hit. It's how many hits can I take out without getting hit? But of course, in the sport of boxing, in order to give a punch, you have to be able to take one, right? But not everybody's going to step in the ring and just slug it out and just keep taking blows to the brain. Like, that's not what you're supposed to do. Because that's like, you know what I'm saying? I get it. They not doing that in football neither. Ain't nobody going helmet to helmet no more. That's a penalty now. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. My point is, when it comes to the sport of boxing, it's been numerous of champions, different weight classes.
Right.
But if you want to be remembered in the sport of boxing, you gotta get some great fights. You gotta have a great stigma attached to you. Something that people gonna remember you for.
Okay.
Like I feel like people gonna remember guys like Roy Jones, Ali, Mike Tyson forever. Is people gonna remember a guy like Shakur Stevenson forever?
I believe so. No,
No, because his fighting style, he's trying to copy Floyd Mayweather's fighting style, and ain't nobody else gonna be a Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather already done sold that up. So for him and any other boxer, you gotta fight other great boxers to give somebody something to remember you from. There's been numerous of champions, but we everybody can't remember half of them. We only remember the greatest, and the greatest fought other greats.
And I understand that. He said, I told you about my young boy, Kid Austin. Remember, he won 35. He going to run all that. I do remember that old school. And Kid Austin, he on his way. Floyd Schofield, he on his way up there. But like, you know what I'm saying? That is the point of the game, though. That's the point of boxing. I get that. Like, if you're saying he's boring from a standpoint of not taking big opponents and his legacy is not there, then I agree with you.
That's just my
standpoint. Right, your standpoint. I get your standpoint. Like the legacy of it. Like, don't be out there but the name of the game is prize fighting. You're supposed to be the biggest person prize fighting. That's the name of the game, right? You know what I'm saying? They're putting their life on the line out there. These are professional boxers that have lethal hands. That hands are illegal in the streets. It's considered as a 9mm or an AK getting hit by one of those, right? Because they got
it's a dangerous sport.
Right.
Now I can't take that from them.
Right. So you know what I mean? At the same time, I feel like he does need to go and make those big fights like a Kid Austin or a Devin Haney or I mean the top contenders in your weight class. I do feel like he needs to do that part. But to say that Shakur's style is boring, I feel like no. And the reason why Shakur Stevenson fights the way he fights now is because he messed up his hand. And I think that was in y'all can correct me if I'm wrong out there, but the Edwin De Los Santos fight or something like that. I think that's when he messed up his hand, and he was only fighting dude with one hand. He was running around from him. You know what I'm saying? Because he only had one hand in the boxing ring and finished the fight with one hand. And that's incredible to be able to do that. But to each his own, there's a bunch of people out there that feel the same way y'all do about, the way you feel about being boring. But I feel like Shannon Sharpe, when you come up to it and when you go come out your mouth and say on a big platform that he has to go out your mouth and say, Shakur Stevenson boring. I ain't paying no $1,000, $3,000 a ticket for him. But he don't do that to everybody though. Do he do it to Shedeur Sanders? No. Do we do it to LeBron James? No.
Everybody gonna have their favorites. Everybody gonna have their favorites.
Well, I'm just saying, like, to me, if that's your job to be a journalist or to be one of the talking heads out there in the streets, like, do that to everybody. Don't just pick and choose what person you're going to critique and not critique.
We already know how that goes. We don't seen that from many people. We don't seen that from my boy off the pivot. We don't see Stephen A. Skill. We don't see many people do that. That's journalist. That's the sport journalist. That's what they
Dusty,
do.
Right? So, Dusty, if you said to me, Dusty, Chubbs, your way of doing the show is whack. That's your opinion, right? But then when you go in and say something different, like Chubbs show is whack, I would never give him a super chat, or I wouldn't be giving him all them $5, $6. That's a whole different critique, bro. Yeah. That's a whole different critique. You feel what I'm saying? Like now you talking about Shakur Stevenson's pockets when you going out on a big platform that Nightcap and how Club Shay Shay is, and you gonna go out there and say I ain't giving him $1,000, $3,000. His fight's boring to me. Like now you're influencing a whole other bunch of people because how these people are out there to be like, oh, me neither. I don't want to pay $1,000. I want to pay $100 to go see.
Well, him. Yeah, that's that. You can't let these people have that much control over you, man.
Now you letting the man pocket. So I felt like Shakur Stevenson did what he had to do up there. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him at all. I think he was right to do that. But when somebody asked you what's your style of fighting, and he's sitting there like Hagler Hearns, like he was ignorant. And the definition of being ignorant is lack of knowledge in a particular area, and his lack of knowledge in boxing was there. So
that's what I'm saying though. It's different wordplay you can use, man. Calling them ignorant because you was hurt by something that he said.
I mean,
You
yeah,
hurt because you don't want to pay that money to watch you. That's why
like,
you call the man ignorant, in my opinion.
Facts. I think that's why he did it too, but I don't feel like he was wrong with doing that because now you tapping into the man's pockets. You trying to hit the man's pockets. That's different. Like critique is critique, but that's what we out here to do, right? And we all got our favorites. We may not critique our favorites, right? But if you going, but when you critique is one thing, but when you critique and then you trying to play with the man's pockets, like that's different. It becomes a totally different ball game. Not only did he say he was boring, but he also was out there saying, "I ain't paying my $3,000, but you ain't got to pay your $3,000 to fight him. You ain't got to, but you ain't got to come out and tell everybody else out there not to do it."
I ain't paying no $3,000 to watch them fight neither.
Like I said, if he was in the UFC and he can make dudes tap out, bro, I think that the whole boring fighting situation would never be a thing, bro. But since he's in boxing, that's where it becomes a big problem, bro.
But look, Dusty, the crazy thing about that, Dusty, is that it's only attached to a certain fighter in boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not David Benavidez is boring. Yep. Tyson Fury is boring.
What he does is working too. Like what's his record right now?
Why don't they say that they're boring? You know what I'm saying? Why don't they attach that to them?
Tyson Fury ain't scared to fight the big names and boxing.
But he's boring though. But he's boring. But why don't he get that title though?
I don't think those fights be boring when he fought Wilder and when he fought Yuskis. That's how I pronounce his name right.
But what about Benavidez? What about Benavidez? What about Benavidez?
He probably ain't fought nobody I knew.
Look, they said Floyd Money Mayweather was boring after he got his hands hurt and they was brittle. That was attached to him. They said Mike Tyson after a certain amount of time was boring. They said this about.
I ain't never heard that about Mike Tyson.
Listen, they said this about a lot. They said this about a lot of old. They said this about a lot of
let's get to this all football talk.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we gonna get to the football. We got a nice debate. We got a nice conversation going.
I don't get my opinion on it. I don't like Shakur Stevenson. I don't really watch him like that.
And no UFC fighters ever get called boring. Period. They could lose as many fights as ever, but they never get called that.
Go ahead. How does boxing work? So I know how it works, but how many fights are in a night?
I think they maybe on one boxing card you maybe get what 4 to 5 fights, something like that.
So what he's complaining too. So in UFC, obviously you have 10 to 20 fights, right? So I'm trying to look at it both ways because if you go to UFC, you got money to spend on twice as many guys. So what Shannon Sharp's saying is true, but again, Chuz, he said that online playing with people's pockets, bro.
Right. That's my point. That's my point. I feel where DP coming from. Shakur does need to fight the big names, but he signed he's signing a new deal now. So hopefully we'll see some big names and we'll see some of these, you know what I'm saying, him fighting Floyd Schofield or Abdullah Mason or, you know what I'm saying, these bigger name fights. And when he start fighting these bigger name guys, I guess it'll be more entertaining. But that's where DP coming from. Like, fight better fighter, Shakur Stevenson. But if you go down and you look at his list, DP, and I advise you to do that. If you go in BoxRec and you look at the fights and the people Shakur Stevenson has fought, they have had good records at the time that he was fighting him. They weren't just some washed up people, right? Although he did fight an electrician, and don't get too caught up on the social media talk, but that was a replacement for the Floyd Schofield fight. Remember, Floyd Schofield got poisoned, Kate Austin got poisoned, and the dude replaced him, right? So we can't get too caught up in what everybody's saying. But, I'm a casual too. So, but boxing is what it is. But, yeah, you're right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are really here to talk about the top 5 in football. We are here to give you our top 5 of all time or today of every position in the NFL, right? I don't know if anybody want to kick it off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I guess since I'm already talking, I'll go ahead and I'll give y'all my top 5 quarterbacks of all time. I got Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Johnny Unitas, and Patrick Mahomes. I think that was my top 5 right there of all time at the quarterback position. I mean, I do have some runner-ups, and runner-ups, I got to give it to my runner-ups, right? Because they
my boy.
Dan Marino. I like Dan Marino. John Elway. Those are my runner-ups as far as that. But the all-time list, I go with that. And the reason, I mean, look, that's just it. Tom Brady, I mean, the Super Bowl, 7 Super Bowl champs. You can't take that away from him. 5 Super Bowl MVPs. Although he shouldn't have got a lot of them. The first couple of Super Bowls, you would say that it was all the Patriots defense. I wouldn't be able to debate that with you. That's the truth. 3 league MVPs. I mean, he won in 2 different organizations. He played more than 20 years, and he he was still winning in his 40s. You can't deny Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes is more talented. Greatness with Patrick Mahomes is just sustained in excellence and winning. The leadership, performing under pressure. I think when you look at all of that, all those quarterbacks on my list got that, even though I didn't see John Unitas play the game, although I'm well researched in what he did for the NFL, and he's still one of the top guys. Got to put him up there. That's our all-time list. Now, if I went with today, this would be different. But next, anybody just jump in. Give me your top 5 quarterbacks.
Yeah. So I feel like my list is gonna be a little bit of both the stats and just who I thought performed and not completely broke the records,
Right.
But like you said, you have your obvious Tom Brady, and I might be crazy, but I'm putting and I hate to do this because I hate both of these quarterbacks, but Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, then I got Peyton Manning.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
And that's also I'm going off the dome right now too at the same time.
Okay.
So Dan Marino, the best quarterback to never win a Super Bowl. We can have a debate alone. There ain't no QB that is just as good as him that couldn't win a Super Bowl. I hate to say it.
Nah,
And
that's a hard list.
and then for number 5, give me Big Ben. Give me Big Ben.
Oh.
Yeah, because Big Ben. I'll start going backwards. Big Ben, man. When growing up as a kid, I had a bunch of friends. Like my quarterback when I played football as a kid, he was Big Ben all day long. He wanted to be like Big Ben. Like he was a tall kid, so he talked about him all the time. So that's how I learned about him. I started watching him more through the Pittsburgh and all that. He's a dog, bro. You watch his highlights. He stretches the field as a long, lengthy guy. He has the accuracy of a Dan Marino, of a Tom Brady, just as good as all of them. It's just crazy.
I agree. Big Ben, he won a Super Bowl his second year in the league. I mean, and it was largely because of the team around him, but he did manage that offense. So he
did that pretty well, man. Dan Marino, like I said, it wasn't my lifetime, but I'm glad he's a Dolphin, one of my favorite team. He did his thing, stats and everything, made a bunch of records. I'm pretty sure for Miami at the time.
I said Joe Montana. Did
I? You did. I think you did.
I thought you said Joe Montana also. So
I should have said Joe Montana.
I did say Montana, bro.
And Peyton Manning, you got to give it to him.
Yeah.
The only dude to beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, or no?
Who?
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. Did he beat him in the Super Bowl? I don't think
they always met up in the conference championship.
It was a conference championship.
The Colts and the Patriots had battles for years.
That was a real rivalry.
Epic battles, baby.
That was some good stuff, man.
And I couldn't stand the Patriots because if it wasn't for them Patriots in them 2000s, I think my Steelers go ahead and I think Big Ben get a couple more Super Bowls if it wasn't for the Patriots, to be honest. But
I put Patty at second. Just because he's doing the same thing as Tom Brady. He was doing the same thing as Tom Brady down there.
Yeah. You can't deny Patrick. You can't.
You can't. The way he and I hate it because I hate teams that are in the Super Bowl consistently. That's not my team. That's how it is for any team. Like you keep seeing the same team, you're like, oh, same guy keeps going.
That's a fact.
You get irritated. Like my team hasn't won a playoff game in my lifetime, and I'm watching the same QB go back and back. 2 different QBs, Patty Mahomes and Tom Brady, and the one was in our division.
Yeah.
God, dude, it was horrible, and it was a Super Bowl when we beat the Patriots in the regular season. We'd have a losing season and beat them once in the season, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
But like I said, Patty Mahomes, I think he's on the same track as Brady. Not exactly as the dynasty, but I mean Super Bowls, being able to carry a team throughout the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible what he does.
All right, fire list on you, D. That's up to you, D.
All right,
What
you
you
know,
got?
I say, you know, we with the quarterbacks, I'm pretty sure we got a lot of similar people, man. But you know,
Yeah, man.
number one, I got Tom Brady. You know, the GOAT, Tom the GOAT Brady, Tampa Bay Brady, New England Brady. Then I got the sheriff, Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got that boy Drew Brees, man. Then I got Aaron Rodgers and old Big Ben Roethlisberger, man.
Okay.
If you already know why I picked Tom Brady, man. Nobody do it better, man. You know, he won 7. He went to like 9 or 10 Super Bowls, you feel me? Like, the man was one of the best to do it. I can't take it from him. And then Peyton Manning, man, listen. The man is goated. The man was a coach on the field, man. The man was out there, Omaha, all that, you feel me? You feel me? You already know.
He revolutionized the sport of football before our eyes.
I'm trying to tell you, he was a coach out there scheming it up. It was hard to beat my boy Peyton Manning. Then Drew Brees, I gotta give it to him. He represents for the smaller QBs, dog. Drew Brees can turn around and sneeze a 5,000-yard passing season, man. He really turned. He was doing his thing in San Diego, if y'all remember the San Diego Chargers. But he really turned up in the NOLA, man. The NOLA loved Drew Brees, man. He took him to the Super Bowl 1-1, and I think he almost made it to another Super Bowl, but I feel like he got robbed against the Rams that year. But shout out to my boy Drew Brees. Aaron Rodgers, you know, he had to follow up again over, you know, came through after the great Brett Favre, you feel me? And I want to, talk a little trash about Brett Favre, but I'm going to leave that alone. But Aaron Rodgers came and did his thing, you feel me? Aaron Rodgers, what, he got 2 Super Bowls or he just got that one?
I think he just got that one, bro.
Okay, he just got that one Super Bowl, but Aaron Rodgers, you feel me, elite quarterback, done his thing in the playoffs many times. Green Bay love him. And then Big Ben Roethlisberger, man. I remember when he took over for Tommy Maddox, and he ain't looked back since, man. He was doing his thing since a rookie, man. Couldn't take that thing from him, so shout out to Big Ben, dog.
Bro, that list, they always in the same era.
Yeah.
That same exact era. We watched all them QBs. That generation of football, it changed everything. That's when passing became a big thing in football, right? Because it changed everything. But those quarterbacks played in the same era, and there's other quarterbacks in that era. There's a solid top 10 in that era that I think that can compete throughout of all time in football. Period. Point blank. That list can compete with every quarterback through all time. I don't care what nobody say. Period. Point blank. Great list, D. Go ahead, D. Dusty. I'll go last on the running backs. I'll let y'all go first on the running backs.
Let me up, man. I gotta go some dude that I only know because of black and white videos, man. Jim Brown. Gotta go with that.
And this is why I like the running back list, because I know we're going to get real. It's so many running backs. We're going to get real. It's going to be different with this one.
But at the time, I don't want to sound stupid on live, but didn't he lead the league in rushing in every single year?
Jim Brown? Yeah, Jim Brown was a problem. He was
Jim Brown, he was different at the
league every year.
Yeah, Jim Brown was different,
so
bro.
That's different. I never watched. Like, I watched a couple clips there. But from what I know, I'm pretty sure he led the league every single year.
Yeah, Jim Brown was he was special.
Other than that, I probably got LaDainian Tomlinson.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, he was all-time beast, man. Hold on. He had, let me see. I have it on there. I made the list earlier. Yeah, he had 13.6. That's not bad, bro, for a career. That's not bad. I mean, obviously there's been better, but he was a freight train. I ain't getting in front of him. Are you, DP?
Nah.
Chuck, you get in front of him? I don't.
LT is a problem, bro. LT was like, you get in front of him, and he'll put a move on you. I mean, just look at the man. Look. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, just look at that, bro. Can y'all see it?
Yeah, I see that? I'm on my phone, so it's a little small.
Okay, it's small, but I'm just saying the list is crazy. 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, 2006 AP MVP, 2006 NEA MVP, Hall of Fame of the 2000s. He had the 2006 Burt Bell Award. 2006 Walter. 2006 LaDainian was crazy. He just went off all over the board, though. That man was amazing. He was. But go ahead, keep going with your list. I'll try to pull up everybody else and try to get their pictures pulled up while you.
And number 3, man, I got the classic award, Walter Payton. Another old throwback, bro. Again, before my time, before a lot of our time, man. But again, not just a great football player, but a great human being on and off the field. He did a bunch of great things for communities and everything, from what I heard.
Sweetness.
And he was a ball player, bro. He was definitely a ball player. From again, before a lot of our time, my time, he did his thing.
Yeah, he did.
I'm gonna throw some newer names out. I'm throwing Adrian Peterson.
Oh,
you can't leave my boy out of there. The Vikings. Come on, man. You can't leave my boy. Hey, let me see. Yeah. When he on the Vikings, that was special, bro. That was special.
AP.
Hey.
AP.
Was that on your list? DP? Let me know.
You got 2 on that's on my list. You feel?
I got a few, but go ahead. Go ahead. It's you got one more, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got like 2 more on.
No, you got one more.
One more. I'm gonna throw Marshall Faulk. You know, he did his thing with the St. Louis Rams.
Marshall Faulk, right?
Yeah, Marshall Faulk. Yep. Yeah. That was, again, I didn't get. There wasn't much of my time. Like, I was.
Great is great. Great is great.
Yeah,
you can't. You know what I'm saying,
player, bro.
Look at it.
So
Look at the stats.
It's down there, bro. I think I got mine up here. It said what 13 point. Or no, hold on. He had 12.2 in his career with 100 rushing touchdowns.
Only
So that is not bad for a ball player.
Y'all the all receiving one season also.
All up in that end zone, man. So a lot of little players just before my time, and it's unfortunate I didn't get to see it, but that's what we got internet for. We get to rerun it back. So
that's right. But you can't knock the greatness at the position though. So you know what I mean? I ain't knocking it. Who you got, D?
Well,
great list, Dust. Great list.
Hey, Dusty, I got to see it. You took 3 of mine.
You got to see it.
I got to see it, Dusty. You took 3 of mine. First, number 1 I got on my list is LaDainian Tomlinson, dog. Yep. You already know LT. We just talked about it, man. At one point had an NFL touchdown record. You feel me? I don't know if somebody done broke it since, but 28 touchdowns in one season was the bell cow for the San Diego Chargers. Then went to the New York Jets and did a little thing there. And I also got my boy Adrian Peterson. You feel me? Listen, the man was the truth. The man was a beast. You feel me? And I gotta salute him. I think he had an ACL tear. Came back the next season and was the lead. Now, I don't know if it was the next season, but it was one of the fastest recoveries ever from that kind of injury. And the man came back and led the NFL in rushing. The man will run you over. And then I think he had the Minnesota Vikings single game rushing record also with almost 300 rushing yards in one game. So my boy AP, you feel me? He did what he do. And then number 3, Marshall Faulk. You feel me? I got Marshall Faulk also was a lethal weapon on the greatest show on turf. You feel me? Dual threat running back, catch out the backfield, ain't gonna run that rock. Very versatile, very elusive. And he was a dog in college also. Me and Chuck talked about it the other show. And now I got somebody different than what Dusty said. My last 2 people. Number 4, y'all might not heard this name in a while, but shout out to my dog, Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin is one of the running backs. I want to say he played 11 seasons and only had 1 season where he didn't rush for 1,000 yards. And that season, I think he had 900 something yards. The man was a beast. Started off with the Patriots, ended off with the Jets. Curtis Martin, shout out to you, my brother. You was a dog.
Yeah, he
straight,
was.
Mr. 1,000 yards. He gonna get you 1,000 yards each season. You feel me? He ain't playing. And last but not least, shout out to the youth, my boy Frank Gore. I want to say he either 3rd or 4th in all-time rushing yards in the NFL. Shout out to longevity. Shout out to my boy Frank Gore.
Hey, DP, I want to throw in Barry in there too, bro. I kind of forgot off the top of my head.
Hold on, dog.
But you see those stats, Kurt? You see those stats with Curtis Martin?
Curtis Martin, crazy, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about this man got 1 season where he ain't run 1,000 yards.
Who was your last one?
Frank Gore.
Oh, Frank Gore. Oh, Frank Gore. Frank Gore was going. Oh, baby. There he is. There it is. Now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Great list. Yo. All right. Y'all got some great lists, right? So I had to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all lists are phenomenal. Y'all lists are phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? But of course, Eric Dickerson is on my list. And I ain't even taking that out of the comments. You feel what I'm saying? But Eric Dickerson was that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if y'all, like, look, not only, as you can see, the man had 90 touchdowns in his whole career, almost 14,000 rushing yards. But, like, I don't know if y'all remember the face mask, right? When Dion and them was rocking that face mask, they called that the Eric Dickerson face mask. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me? Like that's how fire that man was. Eric Dickerson was a problem, man. And I know he ain't popular with the crowd because of what he did, but OJ the Juice Simpson was a problem in football. I'm sorry to say that. I don't care about nothing that happened outside of football, but if we talking about running backs and what they was doing on the football field, OJ the Juice was Lou Simpson was a straight up problem. 61 touchdowns throughout his career, almost 12,000 rushing yards, as y'all can see on the screen. 6-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro, was a problem. You hear me? And I ain't done. Because I heard somebody mention Walter Payton, but y'all remember Gale Sayers from up there? Y'all remember Gale Sayers?
Well, you going throwback. I know about Gale Sayers.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Like Gale Sayers, like now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Well, 5,000, but what he was doing on a football field, though, like he was just more than just a back. That man was a problem out there, catching and all of that. Like, well, you know what I'm saying? When you see Marshall Faulk in the way that he played his game, he'll go back and be like, "What's one of your favorite running backs, Marshall Faulk?" He gonna say Gale Sayers. You know what I'm saying? So. And then y'all know I'm a short guy. You know what I'm saying? DP mentioned him last week, but he ain't bring him up this week. You got.
Hey, I was saving it for somebody. I was hoping one of y'all
gotta talk about Barry Sanders. You gotta talk about Barry Sanders. He was Detroit. He was the Detroit Lions. You hear me? The man Barry Sanders had get a handoff. He already 10 feet behind the line of scrimmage when he got the handoff, but then he had cut left. The offensive line was so we get blowed up. He'd cut back right, go back left to the house for a touchdown. Barry was so good, bro. 10-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All-Pro, 99 touchdowns to his career, and he finished his career with almost 16,000 rushing yards. He had 15,269 to be exact, as y'all can see on the screen. And last but not least, I gotta say it, bro.
You got that in. I want to say something about Barry Sanders also, dog.
Go ahead, bro.
I always said this, bro. I said if Barry Sanders played for the Cowboys around that time and Emmitt Smith played for the Lions, I don't think Emmitt Smith would be able to duplicate what Barry Sanders did at the Lions. But Barry Sanders, with that massive Dallas Cowboy offensive line around that time, listen, the NFL rushing record would have been crushed.
Wasn't that considered the best O-line ever?
They would have been crazy. Like, how do you guard that?
They had mammoth on that O-line, Dusty.
How do you guard that? Because how do you guard that team with Dallas? I mean, that was when Michael Irvin was just you couldn't guard Michael Irvin alone. Troy Aikman out there slinging that rock. I mean, what would you do with Barry Sanders in the backfield? I think Jerry Jones might have won him, but man, listen, but I did put Emmitt on there. Y'all know I put Emmitt Smith up there.
Yeah, I ain't mad at him. I give him some slack because he's
y'all see the resemblance of me and Emmitt Smith. My mom used to tell me that Emmitt Smith was my daddy.
That's tough.
She did, bro. I used to play pee-wee football, bro. They used to be like, because they're like, well, how you run like that?
You better get that child support, man. That back pay.
Hey, my man, look at them yards. Look at them yards. 18,355 to 40.
Yeah, he the all-time leading rusher.
614 yard, 8-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I mean, the guy Emmitt Smith was just great. And shout out, I don't know. He ain't my real dad, but I think it's the nose. If you look at the nose, let me see if I can zoom in real quick.
Hey, he was another one that played for a long time too. He was an old man by the time he got to the Cardinals.
Do he really look like me, DP, or was my mom just playing with me?
I don't know, man. He better get that back pay.
Was it the nose? was it the nose? I don't know, but anyway, I'm just.
Who else you got, my boy?
Hey, shout out to my dad, man. That's my real dad. Hey, shout out to my daddy. I love you, Dad, man, for real, man. But Bob used to play around like that with me. You know, I think it was to try to make me play better football on the football field. But anyway, I gave y'all my list. My list was Eric Dickerson, O.J. Simpson, Gale Sayers, Barry Sanders, and Emmitt Smith.
No, you went straight throwback. You went straight OG with it, huh? All right, I see.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and as y'all was saying, because my list was very similar to y'all's, right? So Jim Brown was on my list, my original list. Walter Payton was on my original list. LaDainian Tomlinson was on my original list. So I wanted to be different. So while y'all going,
I ain't mad at that.
All right, let me, you know, okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so I adjusted while we went on. So, fullbacks. You want me to take it from here? So y'all can kind of adjust y'all list as we go on. And you know
better. I had to think of some fullbacks. I ain't even writing no fullbacks.
I gotta think. Give me. Yeah, you go first.
Well, I do fullback then. Golly. All right. So early in the career, Jim Brown did play fullback, right? He was more than just a halfback. So technically in the fullback category, Jim Brown was one of the best fullbacks, right? Of course, you got to give Larry Constant, right? You got to give Larry Zonka.
Zonka. That's my that's my Dolphin. You talking like that? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying. So how did you not have any fullbacks on the list? And y'all Miami Dolphins fans, Zonka was one of the best running fullbacks out there, right?
Same thing as Jim Brown. Played running back a little bit. Played fullback.
Yeah. So I mean Mike Allstott. Like we can't forget Mike Allstott.
Do y'all
remember the truck stick on Madden? I mean,
that's who I was going to say.
What? Mike Allstott was the original truck stick. He was that for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then Marion Motley. Do y'all not? Come on, bro.
I remember Marion Motley. He was one of the first black football players, I think.
So you got to pay was a fullback. We got to do our history. We out here. We got to be on it. But and John Riggins, you know what I'm saying? And that's the fullback list, ladies.
Hold on, I want to throw another one out there. We can't forget about, man. I don't watch many podcasts with NFL players talk, and they welcome to the NFL moment, and I don't heard this name come up many times, and that is Lorenzo Neal. I heard he don't gave a lot of people that business thinking it was sweet. They're like, oh, he ain't that. He kind of short. And he don't have to put a couple people to sleep playing that headache ball, playing around with old Lorenzo Neal. So
why he ain't on there? Why he ain't popping up? Why Lorenzo ain't popping up?
I don't know, man. I don't know why they hating on my dog, man. But Lorenzo Neal, man, blocking for LaDainian Tomlinson. And I think he had a stint somewhere else, too. You feel me? But
yeah. I mean, there's some other fullbacks too that you could probably name too, but you know, whatever. It's all the each is on.
You know, fullbacks don't get that much love. You feel me? Only one really got that love is one we seen tote that rock a little bit or flatlining some people. They basically took position out the game, but they low key kind of slowly bringing it back. But it's so athletic now, so they calling the H back for real now.
Right. True. They do that. Because the H back is also. I learned that the H back is also it's called the H slot for a offensive coordinator. It's also it's a slot on the football field, like how we got the Z for the right receiver, the Z slot, the X slot, the Y, the X slot. So the H is actually the H. They call it the H backs, but it's actually a slot on the football field to where the particular play can run. Anybody can be in that H position. So let's not forget that, because we might start seeing the H position be a guy like a Christian McCaffrey, and you might throw I don't know, anybody in there, a Marion Hampton at the H slot. The H slot is also a guy that like Eli Hendrickson that played at Navy last year that's now with the Steelers, that we may even do that. I don't know if that's something that is, but the H slot has become popular, DP, the H back position, but it is a slot to offensive coordinators. I just wanted to throw that little bit of information out there because I thought it was cool.
You know
what I'm saying? I thought
Hey,
it was.
you know that fullback on the 49ers? I don't know if he still plays with him, but it's real recent. His first name's Kyle, and he has that weird last name.
I know you're talking
Use
about the
check.
wrong last
Call
name.
use check. Juice check or something. Yeah,
Yep,
Yeah,
yeah,
yep,
yeah.
he's
yep,
good. He's
yep.
a good fullback.
He's a
Yeah,
good
juice check
fullback
is
too.
a
That's a
good.
good nowadays fullback.
Of course,
That's a good
of
nowadays
course, of
fullback.
course.
And
Yeah.
same with Alec Ingold. I'm not saying he's top 5, but as a Dolphin, I've always liked him. We never had a problem with him, so he
Uh-huh.
wasn't too bad of a fullback either.
Yeah, right. I ain't going. I can't argue that. I mean, I think I think that's solid. Yeah, but
Wide
what y'all want
receivers,
to do? What y'all want to do? Wide receivers or tight ends next?
wide
Tight
receivers,
ends.
then
Oh,
tight
wide
ends.
receivers?
All
Oh,
right,
okay.
wide receivers, then tight ends. Okay, so go ahead, DP, lead it off then. So you already popped it off. Go
Okay,
ahead.
bet. Okay, number one, I got that dude, the Megatron, Calvin
Yeah.
Johnson. You feel me? Unstoppable. 6'5", you feel me? Running the 4.2, you feel me? Hey, 5 people on him, he's still coming down with it. 3 people on him, he's still coming down with it. He made Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford, he was on the Lions. Calvin down there somewhere. I'm just throwing it. And number 2. You feel me? You know, a lot of people get him great for the, the antics off the field, but on the field, this man was unstoppable. This man was a dog. This man was a show, and I'm talking about the T.O. show. Terrell Owens, a dog, one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. I think the top 3, third behind Randy Moss, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Randy Moss.
You feel me? Hey, my boy T.O. show did his thing. Wherever he went at, he was gonna make plays. He was gonna be a playmaker. I don't know. Okay, my boy Chubb back. And then number 3, I gotta give a shout out to the youth. My boy Big Andre Johnson. He was all the Houston Texans had. He was their bread and butter. Big game Andre Johnson. I think he had 7 straight seasons with over 1,000 yards. Shout out to my boy Andre Johnson, dog. Big Dre, big game Dre. You see, I got a lot of big body wide receivers right now, but I'm gonna give y'all a small guy, you feel me? And this is a legend to me also, you feel me? And guess what? He ain't throwback legend. So Chubb, me and you grew up seeing him. Dusty might have seen a little bit of him, but I gotta give a shout out to my boy Marvin Harrison, man. He did his thing when he was playing with Peyton Manning, man. Hey, the man gonna catch that thing. The man gonna route you up. One of the most purest route runners in NFL history, and he gonna catch them things, Mr. Hand. And last but not least, shout out to the you again, Reggie Wayne, his partner in crime. Reggie Wayne. Hey, Peyton Manning had 2 guys out there he could throw that thing to. It don't matter. Reggie Wayne gonna get open, and Marvin Harrison gonna get open. But shout out to Reggie Wayne. Reggie Wayne got a chance to win that Super Bowl with Peyton Manning, baby.
Okay.
All right. I like that list. That was fire.
That was pretty good.
Pretty good list, dog.
I'll throw down a player at number 1. Or no,
Okay.
yeah, just number 1 because you didn't say him, DP, and that's Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh my God! You just stole my guy.
I purposely left him off my list again.
Oh my!
I ain't gonna say Larry the Legend.
Just because you
Call
didn't
him
say
Larry the
I'm putting him at
Legend.
number 1, he was a ball player, bro. Ball player. I remember that bucket helmet. It looked so good, bro. He played it so well. He come down with the ball just like a Megatron. At any point, he was a good possession catch. He did everything he wanted. He could block. He was a good blocker, dude. He ran the field, bro. Ran the field. Another one, Randy Moss.
Oh my God!
Come on.
My God!
Come on. How you gonna say he's not at least top 2?
Oh,
if not Jerry Rice, right? If not Jerry Rice,
that's another one I purposely left off my list.
So that number 3, we're gonna put it down Jerry Rice because he's pretty sure leading stats.
Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. I know somebody else gonna say them, so I ain't gonna say them OGs. I'm gonna let somebody else have them OGs.
He said, I know he's still holding some records if I'm not mistaken. Ain't he?
Oh, Jerry Rice got almost every wide receiver record there is.
Yeah,
he's leading the ball in yards. I want to say touchdowns. The man played so long. He was 40 years old out there with grandchildren still playing, rocking people up.
He was the Frank Gore wide receivers.
You feel me?
He ran that. So I got last 2. I'm probably going. T.O. You said T.O., but I'm gonna say Terrell Owens. Another dog, another dude that comes down with the ball at any point in time when a game is on the line too. Come down at the biggest moments. That's what T.O. is all about for real. Oh wait, sorry, hold on. Yeah. Shoot. And then I didn't mean T.O. I meant AB. I'm thinking of
Okay,
Terrell Owens on cornerback. My bad. That is on me.
you good? You
Hey,
good?
Antonio Brown. I'm all off right now.
AB.
Antonio Brown. I meant AB. Same thing. Came down in the biggest times in the game, biggest moments in the game. You could trust him throwing him the ball at any point. He down there somewhere. Other than his attitude, I did not get with. I never think you should leave a team or leave a game halfway through because of it's not going your way. And
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
boy
agree with
blame
that whole situation. We all know what I'm talking about. I didn't agree with
that
that.
boy blame James Harris for making him crazy.
Other than that, he was a ball player. Antonio Brown was him, and I apologize for saying T.O. was
Nah,
not.
you good, dog. Happen to the best of us.
All right.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Terrell Owens, he's a good wide receiver too.
He's a legend.
I like that list. That's a solid list.
Yeah, he on there too. Fuck it, yeah. Terrell Owens on there too. Terrell on, yeah.
Yeah, Terrell Owens, he in there. You T.O. was already said, but T.O.'s on your list, and y'all list is solid.
I'm interested in what you finna say, Chuck. You over hitting up with them OGs. So I'm really interested in what you gonna say now.
I mean, I hit OGs. I did hit some OGs because you got to show love to the OGs. Now,
I ain't mad at it.
There's name out there like Don Hudson, Steve. You know what I'm saying? There's names out there like that, but I don't want to mention that OG like that. But shout out to Don Hudson because he is in the record books. He is one of them OGs out there. And now, for those who don't know who that is, let's just go ahead and let's just educate the people on who Don Hudson actually is, right? He did play way back in the day, but he was he was a problem out there. You hear me? He was a problem. All right. So DB, all of that. But 4-time Pro Bowler, 8-time All Pro, 3-time NFL champ, all that. But I just wanted to put y'all down. That's just information. But my list is totally different. And I gotta put my man up here. And yes, I'm biased. I'm a Steeler, but Hines Ward and what he was able to do for the Steelers and his toughness at that wide receiver position can't be replicated. I don't care what nobody say. He was one of the best blocking wide receivers, all-round wide receivers. That's very underrated on a lot of people's top.
You better put your head on the swivel with Hines Ward in the vicinity, man.
Let's talk about it.
Coming to kill you. Coming to kill you.
There you go, DP. That part. Hines Ward was
I'll never forget that Ravens on division championship game, dog. You know what I'm talking about, Chuck. Them boys laying each other out.
Oh, yeah. He got Ray a couple times. He got Ray a couple times, and Ray got him a couple times. But you better have, you right. Hines Ward will come and lay the smack down on you at the wide receiver position. And you can't build wide receivers like Hines Ward no more. Nobody, that's what I'm saying. The all-round game of Hines Ward and how clutch he was with his hands and how he blocked in the game. I know I'm a Steeler and I know I'm biased, but come on.
I ain't mad at it, Chuck. I ain't mad at it at all.
Very, man. Hines Ward was a problem.
Was a dog, yes. Hines Ward was a dog.
I didn't hear nobody talk about, hey, you talk about the Julio, made a song about Julio.
I was gonna put Julio on my list, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with somebody else.
I mean, he was one of the ones. He
like that, man.
He was like that when he came in the league. You know what I'm saying? Hey, making rap songs about him and everything. Julio Jones is a legend in the game of football when it comes to the NFL. And then I gotta show love to a now and the day guy because he's definitely going to go down in the record books. I got a couple now and the day guys on the list. You know what I'm saying? My guy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show love. He a division rival, but I love his game so much though because he just balls out, and that's Ja'Marr Chase, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let me get his name in there right. Yeah, Ja'Marr Chase, baby, from the you know what I'm saying, the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be a problem. He going down. He on his way. He's on his way. He's on his way right now. He's still playing in the game. He only got almost 7,000. But the way that he playing, the trajectory that this man is going on, he's already a 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. The only thing this man is really missing on his resume right now is a Super Bowl and a couple more years to add up in the stat pad. But that man is a problem right now in the day. So for my young bucks out there y'all go. Y'all got one, Ja'Marr Chase. Now I got to give some love to my OGs, right? And I'm about to mess y'all up, right? Because I don't know, he messed the game up. You know what I'm saying? Because they say hey, Dusty. They was trying to say Dusty. They said white men couldn't jump, right? You remember that movie, Dusty? I don't know. They tried to say that, right? They tried to
Yes,
say
sir.
that at one point, but when you seen this man play, he changed the game. Steve Largent
Oh,
came in and was
yeah.
balling out with them boys.
Shout out to
Seven-time
the
Pro
OG,
Bowler,
man.
one-time All-Pro. Come on, the Seattle Seahawks, they know what time it is. My OGs respect Steve Largent and what he was doing at the wide receiver game. And it was tough to play the wide receiver position at the time. So, yes,
Yeah.
Steve Largent is most definitely on that
You
list.
liable to get suplex off the line back then.
What you talking about, my man? Look, I mean, he got to be one of them ones. Either he's in your honorable mentions or something else.
Nah, he was like that.
100 touchdowns. So, and then last but not least, another guy I think that could be on the trajectory of going that way is Justin Jefferson. I gotta put him up on there. He's definitely one of the top guys today, and I think that he's going to finish his career very strong, and he is going to be on that all-time list. Justin Jefferson. So, Young Bucks, I got y'all another one. That's my top 5 receivers.
Sure.
Hey, Charles, man.
Julio Jones, Jamar Chase, Steve Largent, and Justin Jefferson. That's what.
How do you feel about Mike Evans?
Mike Evans?
Yeah.
Mike Evans is a legend. He's a legend. He's definitely.
You think he's out there? You think he's out there?
Yeah, man. Yes.
I agree.
He's a great honorable mention.
I was about to say before we get out the wide receivers, I had to get one more guy that we got to show some love, man. I got to show him some love, man. How do you stop number 85? Chad Ochocinco, man. The man did his things on the Bengals, man. He was turned up. Changed his name. One thing about it, he gonna bring the show. That's what fans love to see around that era, man. Wide receiver score.
Oh man,
wide receiver score. You don't know what's gonna happen, dog.
Man, and speaking of like. Y'all know who I think is underrated, but the longevity of the game that he played, and I just want to give him, this is a true honorable mention. Keenan Allen, bro. That's a true
shout out to him too, man.
Guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at the way he did, I mean, look what he's done. 12,000 yards, 7. Like he's really a problem. Like he was a long time San Diego Charger.
He was very consistent.
And very consistent, always on the top 10 list. Keenan Allen, man, he's a problem, a true honorable mention guy right there, man. So show some love. I think our list was great. Our list is on fire right now. We got to keep going. These lists is on fire right now.
Yeah, man. That wide receiver is one of the most plentifulest position in the NFL right now, man. Everybody got a wide out on their team or two. You feel me? Wide receiver, and I feel like because it's college football is so pass happy, so those guys get in the NFL with a high volume of caught balls. You feel me? In college to pros. So yeah, man, wide receiver is plentiful right now, and since the 2000 era, man, wide receiver just went up and up and up and up and up, and ain't slowed up, nonstop.
Okay. Like, so I guess you ain't lying. I guess I'll go ahead and I'll pick up on the tight ends. Y'all mind? Y'all want me to
man.
I'll pick up on the tight ends. So first off, my on my list of tight ends, I gotta go ahead and I gotta give it to this man with tight ends. Y'all know I was going with Rob the Gronk. You know what I'm saying? Rob Gronkowski, longtime tight end. I mean, he changed the game. That double tight end that damn, how am I?
New England?
Yeah, man. But I was thinking of my head coach up there, and it's going to blank right now. Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick was running. Now we know he was a defensive guy, but when he came in, that 2 tight end set with Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski, they was on their way of being the best. They were the best tight end tandem back then. For y'all young bucks who don't know and didn't get to see Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski play the tight end position on the field, they were unstoppable. 2 big body guys that played football on the field. Rob Gronkowski, 92 touchdowns, almost 10,000 yards for a tight end is great. But not only that, the man spent 5-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro guy. He a cool story about Gronk, right? He's moved around a lot in high school. He started up playing in Western New York over there in Buffalo and Orchard Park area. And then he went down to Pittsburgh. He also played in Woodland Hills High School in Pittsburgh, PA. So Rob Gronkowski played tough ball, Western PA, Western New York area, and he went to NFL and he went ahead and he kept that going. But Rob Gronkowski's that guy. Now I gotta go ahead. Y'all know I had to go with him. My man Tony Gonzalez. Yes, sir. Tony Gonzalez. You know what I'm saying? Tony Gonzalez was the way he started off with the position. See, back when Tony Gonzalez was actually came in the league and he started playing, blocking was very good. So he was not only a good blocker, but also a great pass catcher of the ball with 111 touchdowns, 15,000 yards, 14-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All-Pro. You know what I'm saying? And he's in the Hall of Fame. Tony Gonzalez is one of those guys. Easy pick. I know, I get it, but this is my list. Now, up to date, a guy who's still playing right now, but is definitely about to be in the Hall of Fame first ballot when he does retire is Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is a great at what he does, being so clutch for one of the top quarterbacks that we say of all time in Patrick Mahomes, and largely is because of Travis Kelce and how clutch he is in the moment. 11-time Pro Bowler, 3-time Super Bowl champion, 4-time All-Pro. Yeah, and Travis Kelce, got to put my man up there. And then, my man, you got to go with Antonio Gates, right? Yeah. Y'all know I was gonna go with Antonio. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I know a lot of y'all was gonna put him on y'all list, but you know what I'm saying.
Hey, it don't matter. I'm gonna say whoever I put. You know what I'm saying?
When you got almost 12,000 yards on the field, 11,841 to be exact, 116 touchdowns, 8-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro guy, and Antonio Gates, you can't argue with that. Yes, sir. He's one of those guys. And last but not least, I know we just gave a man the heck on getting cooked, and I laughed at him, but that does not take away from Shannon Sharpe of being one of the damn toughest.
You basically got my whole
tight ends out there. You hear me? Shannon Sharpe with 10,000 yards, 62 touchdowns, 8-time Pro Bowlers, 4-time All-Pro, 3-time Super Bowl champion. But we cannot forget that he was a hell of a blocker, too, on that edge. Shannon Sharpe set that edge like no other on that football field. Now, I don't know about the boxing and him getting cooked about with Shakur and all that, but and especially when he went to Baltimore and he was rocking 82. I remember when Jamal Lewis was toting that rock all crazy and they was running the ball real heavy and they was playing good defense. Well, Shannon Sharpe was blocking too. And he was pancaking fools. So if pancaking was another stat for tight ends, on top of pass catching, Shannon Sharpe got to be on the top of that list. That's my top 5. You know what I'm saying? Tight ends. You heard me? Yeah, okay, Jersey.
Okay, that was nice. Okay, man. Okay.
You got half of my list, Chuck. Great.
Yeah, you got the whole thing. So I'm about to just rearrange it for him real quick.
All right, well, go ahead. What we got?
Man, you already know you got Antonio Gates at number 1, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And why you got him at number 1?
Because he was my childhood favorite tight end. This is a me thing. Even though I watched him growing up, he's big body. He played out of the box kind of position. He was able to. He had what? Where does he? What? He's second in, he leads in receiving touchdowns.
Okay.
Right? So he's one of the biggest red zone threats in that, probably in my opinion, was ever in the NFL. Okay. So after that, I do got Travis Kelce. Just for the simple. Oh no. Rob Gronkowski and then Travis. Just for the simple fact that those two guys are the men that carried Patrick Mahomes and your Tom Brady's. I mean, Tom Brady also had the Edelmans and all that good stuff, but these two guys are the two guys that basically walked these QBs
right now?
through the playoffs
right now, or Rob?
Technically, I was just saying about both real quick.
Okay.
I was just saying that the fact that they both are the tight end that's carried their QB to be one of the greatest QBs to ever be.
Absolutely.
They're the right-hand man, and for them not to be in the top 3, so if they're my top 3, I think I put them in the top 3, they have to be in the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
They were their number 1 target day in and day out, and I know that, especially with Rob, because watching them Dolphins games as a kid, he would just be wide open out of nowhere. So it frustrated me, and next thing you know, he's scoring in the end zone, slamming the ball.
Yeah, going crazy out there.
Going crazy out there. And then, like I said, Travis Kelce. He's more of a elusive threat, in my opinion. He wasn't so much of a Rob Gronkowski. He's more of elusive. He still find his way to get open. I do think Rob was maybe.
You gotta be on that.
He had the size just to be able to get up and go, except for Travis Kelce, to where he had to make his way around the field. You know, Rob didn't worry about that much. You put your arms out, and no one's getting up to there. So that's just how I felt. 4, I gotta go. I'm gonna go Jason Witten just because.
Good one.
Just because he's probably one of the better blockers that probably tight ends that came around and was all around. He before my time, but I know. He was in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No. Hell no.
No, he was in the no. I'm sorry. He was in the 2003. I'm thinking of Mackey. No, I'm thinking of Mackey, my next player. I'm thinking of Mackey.
Okay.
He was in 2003 and to 20, right? Or 21.
Yeah, to 20. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that was on me. And I was getting on to the next one. Was John Mackey. He was possessed breakaway speed to the point where you had to carry a safety on top of him.
Oh,
he was a tight end where you had to carry a safety around him wherever side of the field he was on to keep an eye on him.
Oh, so you don't went and did some homework on us real quick, Dusty.
I ain't mad at that, Dusty.
I ain't mad at that.
I've seen highlights of him, man. I've seen highlights.
5-time Pro Bowler.
They've seen the black and white videos, DP. You ever seen
Super Bowl
them?
champion, NFL champion, Hall of Fame in the 1960s. John Mackey at tight end had
to be mad at me about them black and white videos.
They in them black and white videos, Chuz. I swear, I see him, bro. But now he like if you were to play tight on him and he got behind you, wrap it up.
All right,
wrap it up, man. Wrap it up.
He got there from Queens, New York. John Mackey, good list, great list. You even threw a throwback in there. John Mackey, you threw that threw me for a loop. I'm like, John Mackey, like, okay, all right, I see you out there digging in the crates, digging in the crates real quick, pull one out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see that.
Before.
But hey, DP, what you got? D, what you got? D. I like that. That's a solid list. List.
I say some of me and you, we got a lot of me and you got the same. You feel me? Everybody got who I feel like number one right now. That's Antonio Gates. You feel me? Everybody don't say Antonio Gates, man. Hey, he was a game playing record, man. You had to scheme up for that young man, man. Antonio Gates was on a whole nother level, man. Shout out to him, big dog, Antonio Gates. You feel me? He said Tony Gonzalez. Gotta give a shout to Tony Gonzalez. I wish he was able to get him a Super Bowl, man. But hey, it happens, man. It happens to the best of them. You feel me? Sometimes they don't never get to the big dance. But he put up numbers. He did his thing. And this is now we finna get a little different. You feel me? Besides one of them. Okay. Shout out to the youth. Go Canes. But big ups to my boy Jeremy Shockey. You feel me? He was a dog for the New York Giants. You feel me? Jeremy Shockey, you couldn't stop him. He was a matchup problem for anybody that was trying to get out there in front of Jeremy Shockey, man. Shout out to big Jeremy Shockey, you feel me? Let my boy Chug, get time to pull him up there for y'all to see.
You know what I'm saying? 4-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl champion. He had 6,143 yards, 37 touchdowns. Take it away, DP.
And then, you feel me? For number 4, me and Chubb on the same page, you feel me? Shout out to my boy Shay. The one thing about it, Shannon Sharp was out there getting busy at tight end, man. He was one of the first newer versions of the receiver tight end, man. You feel me? He wasn't, you feel me, tall enough, you feel me, to be the average tight end, but he was too big to be a regular wide receiver. But he played like he was a big wide receiver. And like my boy Chubb say, he gonna block and he might lay you down with that crack back. You feel me?
That's a fact.
And last but not least, shout out to you again. Give my boy Jimmy Graham some love, man. I gotta give my boy Jimmy Graham. My boy Jimmy Graham was out there balling, you feel me? Shout out to you, shout out to Jimmy Graham, man. A great possession tight end, you feel me? Was out there balling, doing his thing for the New Orleans Saints, you feel me? Oh, when the Saints
5-time Pro Bowler.
Oh, when the
One-time.
Saints come marching in. Shout out to Jimmy Graham. I'm real interested to see who y'all got on y'all O-line this.
Like, man,
I
like,
just picked the top 5
so
O-line.
your man got Jeremy Graham had 8,545 yards, 89 touchdowns, 5-time Pro Bowler, and 1-time All Pro. Now I want to do the same thing for everybody's list. So go ahead, take it away with the top 5 offensive linemen. Go ahead.
Me or Dusty? Go ahead, Dusty.
Oh, you put me on the spot, man.
I take it. I mean,
No, it's cool, man.
Okay, all right, go ahead then.
At number 1, I'm gonna go. Nowadays, I'm gonna go Penei Sewell.
Who?
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Listen, I'm telling you, Penei Sewell, by the end of his career, will be probably one of the best O-line ever.
Spell his last name for me so I get it pulled up.
Penei space Cewell.
Oh, he ain't popping up. But go ahead.
But he's on the lines right now, and he's dominating, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was top. He played for Oregon.
He's a Mario Cristobal. He's the Mario
Mhm.
Cristobal product from. So
Okay.
I know a little bit because of that.
All right.
But he's absolutely, by the time in his career, I think he'll probably be coming down as one of the best offensive linemen.
Yeah, he'll truck over.
Shout out to the lineman.
Another one that I got to watch growing up probably is Trent Williams. Another beast on the line. I'm going newer because again I don't know much older offensive linemen. So you got to bear me.
It's cool, bro. It's all subjective, bro. This is your top 5 list, bro. Who cares about what anybody else think about their top 5 list? This is Dusty's top 5.
Yeah,
list.
this your roster. You finna bring out there on the field.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I gotta make sure I say his name right real quick. Let me type it in.
Trent Williams, 12-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro offensive lineman. You hear me? Yes, definitely. Big silverback gorilla Trent Williams. Yes, sir.
When he pulling, you better move out the way. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I know this next one because my best friend's a Philly fan. But Jordan Militia.
Ooh.
I heard he's a real good ball player of an offensive lineman. I've seen him play. You know, obviously I don't pay attention straight to offensive linemen when it comes to football, but when I do peep the Philadelphia Eagles, I do peep that they like to run to. Saquon likes to run to their side when he does play. I'm pretty sure.
When you got them names like Lafunga, you know what I'm saying? Like, just listen to that. Don't that sound like a Mortal Kombat finishing move? Lafunga. You know what I'm saying? Like he about to come through and just destroy something, bro. Like,
another offensive tackle, Big Lane Johnson. Can't leave him out. Ooh. Big Lane. I remember be playing the game with the Ultimate Team. You get an Ultimate Team card, be Big Lane Johnson, be best card. It was nasty, man. That's a
6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl champion. You heard?
Got the stats behind him, bro. And the last one is just a personal favorite. And I'm gonna throw him down. He was a center for the Miami Dolphins. My big boy Mike Pouncey. I'm pretty sure.
That real, the Pouncey twins.
So I'm gonna throw him down on my number 5. I've been leaving a lot of Hurricane players out, but I got DP for that. So I'm gonna bring in some Dolphin players.
Mike Pouncey.
I ain't gonna count. I like that. Now I think me and Dusty list completely different except for one person.
I mean, like I said, mine's newer generation. I'm thinking off the top of my head a little bit. So it's.
I got a mix of new and you feel me. I ain't winning the some of these guys played a little bit in the 90s, but mostly they played a lot in the 2000s also.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Name your list.
Number 1, you feel me? I'm gonna throw Trent Williams on there, you feel me? Like my boy Dusty already said. You just went over what Trent Williams did. He's a dog, man. The 49ers, they got a gold mine in that one. And then for my next guy, I gotta give a shot to Jason Peters, you feel me? Jason Peters, dog. Yeah, so another OG, you feel me? Another top dog, you feel me? I'm gonna let my boy pull it up, you feel me?
9-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro Super Bowl champion, Jason Peters. Called AKA the Bodyguard, AKA the Godfather, AKA the mystical creature.
I'm trying to tell you. And then number 3, you feel me? A lot of y'all, shout out to the old head, you feel me? This man was one of the strongest men in NFL history. Gotta give a shout out to Larry Allen, Dallas Cowboys legend, moving them out the way. Move it! You feel me? Don't get in front of him. You're going to get folded up. Larry Allen was a monster, was a beast on that Dallas Cowboys offensive line. You don't want to get in front of
335 pounds coming at you.
Trying to tell you, and it's one of the strongest in NFL history. The man used to bench press trucks. Let me stop.
I know you can't see, so I gotta help you out a little bit, right? Because you hear.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I ain't on the desktop right now.
11-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All-Pro, and a Super Bowl champion, Larry Allen, to go with that. So yeah, he definitely up on there. Go ahead.
Number 4. I got another legend, you feel me? My OGs gonna know, but I gotta give a shout out to Orlando Pace. You feel me? I don't really like Ohio State like that, but I cannot deny Orlando Pace. This man was a freak of nature. This man was dominating. This man, he could have played some other athletic positions, honestly, if he wanted to, but he was just so big, they had to put him on the O-line. But the man was pure elite, pure athleticism at the offensive line position, man. Shout out to big Orlando Pace, man. Go ahead and give him to him, Chubb.
Okay, the 7-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, Super Bowl champion, Hall of Fame in the 2000s. Always wore number 76, big Orlando Pace.
And last but not least, I'm talking about least, but he not least, because he's a big dog. He an OG also. But I gotta give a shout out to Jonathan Ogden, man. Whoa, slow down, big fella. You feel me? I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna take it this way. They say he could talk to you while he was blocking you. They say he could talk to you, come to giving you a sermon while he was blocking you, and you couldn't get past him. Shout out to big dog Jonathan Ogden, man.
He was really that's really a problem for real, really a problem.
With the ugliest helmet in football history, one of them.
yeah, and I'm telling you, really a problem. Like you stole a couple of my guys, right? You stole a couple of them, so I gotta readjust my list because you done stole a couple of my guys.
Some OGs, huh?
Yeah. You know it. You stole Jonathan Ogden and Orlando Pace off my list, but that's okay though. That's okay because there's others that wasn't mentioned, and y'all know I gotta give it to my man. You know what I'm saying? And I like that up to date list, that list too. That Dusty had, because Dusty had some newer guys, and they
had some newer guys, man.
Mm-hmm. I like that list, Dusty, but I like yours too. You had a mix, and Jonathan Ogden, 11-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro, Super Bowl champion, and my man's in the hall. You dig? Big 6'9", 345 pounds. Jeez. Anyway, so I'm gonna start it off, and y'all know I'm gonna go ahead because I'm a Pittsburgh Steeler. Y'all see my Pittsburgh Steeler on my head.
Yo, I see.
Ain't tripping, bro. Marquise Pouncey, man. Marquise Pouncey. You know what I'm saying? Big 6'4", 304-pound guy, 9-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. Center is a straight up beast, man. Like, come on, y'all know Marquise was doing this thing out there with the Steelers for years, like couldn't really stop him. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta go ahead and I gotta go. Now I can go all throwback on my list, right? But I was like, I don't know. So, because when you talk about the greats, we talking about the greats. And I said of all time, but I'm well versed, especially when it comes to this NFL thing, right? So I had to go ahead and throw somebody up there that played way before my time, but I appreciate his stats and what he is, and he is in the Hall of Fame. And I'm talking about Eugene Thurman Upshaw Jr., 6'5", 255 pounds, Hall of Fame, 7-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl champion. Let's not forget that. And he won the AFL before it was a thing, and that's Gene Upshaw. Got to talk about them guys like that, mix it up a little bit. And then I keep it going, and I'm going to stay in the past too, right? Because I got to show love to my OGs, but not only my OGs, but how do we not have Joe Thomas from Cleveland on that list?
That's a fact. I can't lie.
Joe Thomas, my God. Come on, man. Joe Thomas, 10-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All-Pro. You know what I'm saying? 6'6", and Cleveland Browns. But look, he was putting in stupid amount of work on our team, man. He was going bananas against us, man. And I could go with some of my Pittsburgh Steelers on my offensive line, right? But I wanted to be well versed because we had some good O linemen on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's not get that twisted. And I ain't gonna knock that, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta keep it. And I got to keep it and mix it up a little bit. So I'm trying to mix it up. Did I already mention him? I don't know if I mentioned him already. I don't think I did. Or did you, DP? Did you mention him already? Walter Jones. Did you mention Walter Jones?
Jones.
Oh, man. You ain't mentioned Walter Jones. I thought you did. But anyway, started off with Seattle and ended up Dallas. But the man is a 9-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro. And you got to stick with that. Now I'm about to go back again, and he should be number one on everybody's list. Period. Point blank. Like this man right here should be number one on everybody's list. Anthony Munez. Period. Point blank. He should be on everybody's all-time list. I don't care if you was an offensive lineman and you appreciate offensive linemen, the way that he played this game and the way that he put in his work. Big guy, 6'6", 278, 11-time Pro Bowler, 9-time All-Pro. And the man, he like 11 times Pro Bowl. And we talking back in the era where running the ball meant something because we ain't tripping. And he ain't like Anthony Munez. Like you ain't making a lot of those guys like that. And there's a lot of guys in the division that you got to respect, right? I mean, it is what it is, but y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? That's my list. I think I went with Anthony Munez. In no correct order, Anthony Munez. I went with Joe Thomas, Walter Jones, Gene Upshaw, and Marquise Pouncey. That's my list. But and we moving on to and DP. You put him on the spot, right, with the offensive lineman, right? And we could have went. Shout out to like Willie Anderson, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lane Johnson, Javari Evans, Will Shields, Zach Martin. There's oh my God, Jim Otto's a late great offensive lineman. There's a lot of guys that you know what I'm saying that's out there. But once again, this is our list, and we only picked 5 out of all of them. So I went with more tackles. That's okay. I could put a tackle at guard too if I wanted to. Now you dig. DP, you started off and you go with the defensive lineman. So we'll go. So defensive lineman all together.
We doing defensive end and defensive tackles, or we just doing all together? I separated
defensive tackles and defensive ends together. You know what I'm saying? We'll just do the top 5 like that. You feel me? Unless you just want to go defensive ends and defensive tackles. I
actually made a list.
Okay, all right, bet then. Let's go defensive ends then. You start us off, DP.
Okay, bet, man. For number 1 for defensive ends, man, I got Julius Peppers, dog, man. Listen, he was a freak, man. He was built different out there, man. One of the most athletically gifted players to ever play the position, man. Julius Peppers was a dog out there. Was a quarterback's nightmare.
He had 159 sacks. Well, 160, I want to say. It said 159.5. We rounded off. That's 160. 557 solo tackles, 51 forced fumbles, 9-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro for Julius Peppers. Yeah. I say so.
Number 2 on the list, man. I got a good love to my boy Dwight Freeney, man. He was doing this thing in the early 2000s. They couldn't stop that spin move. Everybody was complaining about his size, but hey, man, listen, they couldn't block him. They couldn't stop him, you feel me? So shout out to my boy Dwight Freeney.
125 sacks, 299 solo tackles, 47 forced fumbles, 7-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, and a Super Bowl champion. Ooh.
And number 3, we finna bring it back to the day. Well, bring it to today's time. Not bring it back, but we finna bring it to today's time. And I can't deny, I know y'all probably got this guy on y'all list too, but Myles Garrett, brother. Can't deny Myles Garrett, man. The man is a monster. I don't seen one time when he playing around with offensive linemen. He go on this side, that way, they follow him. So he just start acting like he playing basketball on the field and still get the sack. The man is legit. Myles Garrett is a dog.
25 sacks, 293 solo tackles, 23 forced fumbles, 7-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro guy, 2-time Associated Press Defensive Player of the Year, 3-time Sports Center Defensive Player of the Year. The man is he's phenomenal. Myles Garrett is just like AKA Superman, AKA Bigfoot. Oh my God. Go ahead, DP.
And 4, I gotta give a shout out to you, Coach. Coach, I love what you did with my boy Mesidor Bain. So Jason Taylor, I had to add Jason Taylor to the list. That boy was getting off for the Miami Dolphins for the Fins. Then he went for the New York Jets, dominating also. Shout out to my boy with the with the gold jacket, Jason Taylor, dog.
Yeah, for sure. 139 sacks, 140 sacks, 536 solo tackles, 48 forced fumbles, 6-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro guy, and he from Pittsburgh. So yeah, he get an extra stamp.
Last but not least, y'all might not heard his name in a while. You feel me? You got to be a ball watcher, know who I'm talking about. But John Abraham, man, played for the Jets and also played for the Atlanta Falcons. Multiple seasons with double-digit sacks. I think one season when he was at Atlanta, he had a 16-sack season, 16 and a half sacks. John Abraham was a beast out there, was a dog. Shout out to my boy John Abraham.
134 sacks, 463 solo tackles, 48 forced fumbles for his career, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, John Abraham. All right, good list, DP. Hey, Dusty, take it away.
I might. He's somewhat a linebacker, but he played with edge rusher. Can I put LT on there?
I don't mind because I mix my pass rushers with my linebackers. So if you want to do it with your ends, yeah, you can do it.
I could put him with. Okay, so I put LT at 1, bro. The defense player of the year like 3 or 4 times. I think 3. He had an MVP.
142 sacks, 10-time Pro Bowler, 8-time All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 1986 Associated Press's MVP, 1986 Player of the Year MVP, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, 1986 Burt Bell Award winner, 1986 Player of the Year, 3-time undenied Defensive Player of the Year, unanimous, baby, unanimous. You hear me? Baller.
Ain't not Lawrence Taylor. My boy Lawrence Taylor said he ain't even know who the other teams is in the NFL. All he know, he played for the Giants and he want to hit your quarterback.
He just want to get your quarterback.
LT will be at the club all night, go to the game late. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like that's not the way to do it, young man. I'm not telling y'all to do that, but hey, y'all ain't know Lawrence Taylor was just built different. You hear me? He was just different.
But unless you able to do what he was doing on the field, don't do it.
Right. That part. There you go, D. Go ahead. Finish your
list. I got. You're gonna hear probably the same from what DP just said, but you gotta have the Jason Taylors and you gotta have the Myles Garrett. You got to. For one, Myles Garrett, don't he got a sack record now?
Oh yeah, he got the sack record right now. But Jason Taylor, Jason Taylor in there.
Jason Taylor has personally a little bit of biasness, but he's in it.
Tournament.
But at number 4, I'm probably gonna have to run a little TJ.
Ooh.
You know, little TJ, little modern day man. He disrupted offensive line, man. I remember watching that growing up, man, and literally him just bullying every single person that was in front of him to get to the QB. It was something.
115 sacks, 115 sacks, 353 solos, 336 forced fumbles, and he's still playing now today. 8-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro. You know what I'm saying? 2021 Defensive Player of the Year. The man, and he just does so much at that edge position to where he's even catching interceptions out there. He's a straight up problem. You feel me? Straight up problem.
And last but not least, a little throwback. We're gonna put Michael Strahan on there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go put Michael Strahan.
141 sacks, 6. Oh, I don't
That's
like
real,
that
not
number. I don't
LMG.
like that number with them solos, but I'm gonna go 667. I'm gonna go one up or one down. That's crazy. He had that solo tackles. That's insane. 23 forced fumbles, 7-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All Pro. That's crazy. Hey, did y'all see? Is y'all seeing his solo tackle number? I don't want to say it out
that
loud.
gap is serious, man. Mr. Gap. That's why I used to call him that. That gap, serious. He used to be on the Wheaties. He used to be on the Wheaties cereal box. That gap.
Straight up.
That's another pass rusher, man, where the QB wasn't safe.
Okay,
the
all
QB
right.
wasn't safe. So when he was on the field, you had two guys blocking him, and you still not safe, bro.
Yeah, that man, Michael Strahan, like he really like put in some real work, man. Like he really did. Like I really like him and what he was doing. Like Strahan was one of my, when I grew up, like in my era, really watching football and actually seeing what he was doing on the field. It was phenomenal. Like you can't knock what he was really doing, man, on the field. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know why people ain't really, we missed a couple, but there's a lot out there, and that's why
come on, man.
There's so many, there's so much out there, and this is our top 5 though. This is our top 5.
So, like it depends on whether you look at a pass rusher as a defensive end or a linebacker. Because I put a pass rusher with my linebackers. You feel me?
Right.
You feel me? So.
That's why I play LT in my line. He played a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, he was the first edge before the edge became a position, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. So so salute. But yeah, that list was fire list. You took TJ Watt off my list. You know I was gonna say TJ because I'm a Steelers.
Hey, I had to. That brother.
Yeah, I know, right? I was definitely gonna say TJ Watt. Like TJ Watt did it like no other. But I can't keep being biased, but I am going to be biased. There is some great Steelers that it will end up on my top 5 list. I'm pretty sure, like you named a couple on your list. So, but shout out to you, Dust. But I got to give love, starting off with the defensive ends of one of the greatest of all time who actually did it. I mean, it was really easy to really put him up there, and that's Reggie White. I mean, he was a 13-time Pro Bowler, 8-time All-Pro, Super Bowl champion, Defensive Player of the Year 2 times, unanimous 3 times Defensive Player of the Year, had 198 sacks. He had 1,048 solo tackles throughout his career and 33 forced fumbles. Reggie White was actually a whole problem out there. Another guy, longtime Buffalo Bill, and he got through those. Yeah. Bruce Smith, yeah, you got to put Bruce Smith on that list. I mean, I mean, look, Bruce Smith was actually a problem on the football field. I mean, 11-time Pro Bowler, 8-time All-Pro. The Bill took the Bills to all. He was a large reason why them Bills went to them back-to-back Super Bowls throughout them years. 200
one of the cleanest high top fades in the land.
What you talking about? What you talking about?
Dog had one of the cleanest high top fades in the land.
The man was amazing on the football field. The way that he played, unanimous Defensive Player of the Year 4 times. That man was unbelievable throughout his career. The way that he played that position and the way that he was built on the football field. And I got to go way back, right? Because you got to show love to the OGs on the show, right? Now, I heard my uncles talking about him a lot. Deacon Jones.
Hey.
So, shout out to my OGs and my
shout out to Deacon Jones, man. He the reason why we call a sack. They say, Chuck, they say Deacon Jones, when they said height, soon as they get out the ball, he's slapping the fire to the guard. I'm talking about he finna turn their helmet the other way. He slapping them so hard. And then he going to get the quarterback.
That's right.
It's illegal. It's illegal now. But back then, Deacon Jones used to slap the fire to the guard in the center.
That's right. 174 sacks and throughout his whole career. 8-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro guy Deacon Jones was, and Hall of Famer, by the way. You know what I'm saying? And get mad love. I know I get an extra one, especially from my Florida people that's out there watching. Salute to y'all. And another one that I got to put on my list, my top 5 list, is played in the 2000s to 2015, and that's Jared Allen. Got to get his props, man. Watching Jared Allen play this game, man.
The man might hear in a minute,
bro. Oh my God, man! Like Jared Allen was just phenomenal everywhere. Jared Allen went. I mean, what with the Chiefs, the Broncos, the Panthers, then he played Vikings. Like Jared Allen was just like he was phenomenal everywhere he went. He was really a guy who put a stamp on that edge position. 6'6", 270, played big, was good all the way around throughout the game. Good with the run, good with the pass. Like he just don't get enough props, and I don't think that he ain't built the same. 5-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro, 136 sacks in his career, 503 solo tackles, and 31 forced fumbles. Yeah, Jared Allen's on my list. Another one to talk about, and I had to pull him up. Was did I do 5 or do I got one more?
Do I get one more? I don't know if you did 4 or 5. You can do one more.
Do I get one more?
Go ahead. I'm not sure. I don't know if you was on 4 or 5.
I can't remember neither if I got 40, if I got one or more. No, I said Jared Allen. I'm trying to think. Who did I go through? Reggie Bush, Bruce Smith.
You said Reggie White, Bruce Smith. Oh yeah, you got one more. Reggie White, Bruce Smith. You said Deacon Jones, and you just said
he stole. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he stole one of yours. So yeah,
I stole TJ from me. I stole TJ.
But good thing I'm well versed. Good thing I'm well versed with this, and I'll go way back in time. You know what I'm saying? Way back in time. And this for them OGs. This for them OGs out there. 1952 to 1966, Gino Marchetti. You know what I'm saying? 11-time Pro Bowler, 7-time All-Pro, 2-time NFL champion. The man had 56 sacks, but he was phenomenal with the teams he was with. Dallas. And this is back, like, I think you got to go back, and they ain't even had a name. Like, I think there's some history with it, DP, right? Because you go back with his team, like there's a cool story with this. He actually played way back with the Dallas Texans when they called them that, and the Houston Texans, right?
The Dallas Texans actually was the old Chiefs team, because I think the Kansas City Chiefs originated in Dallas and they moved to Kansas City. I think that's what it was.
Right. And the man and then he played way back, and then with also, which is now the Indianapolis Colts, but it was called the
Baltimore Colts.
There you go, that part. And so shout out to the OGs out there. You know what I'm saying? He stole my guy, but I came prepared. But it would have been TJ. But Gino Marchetti would have been an honorable mention.
Before we go to the defensive tackle, I just want to say, man, them black and white days, like them 40s and 50s and 60s, it's sad to say, man, them O-line couldn't do nothing with the 2000s. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I that's not an O-line guy. That's a defensive guy, though. But see, those defensive guys.
Yeah, I'm talking about both sides of the ball back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
But just think about them 40s, 50s, and 60s playing with a leather helmet. They had way more heart. They was out there playing football the way we play when we go play. We was playing when we was kids, throw them up, bust them up, turkey bowl style.
They was getting dirty.
I played that game.
You know what I mean? They was out there playing like that with no health insurance. Back when the NFL, you had to sign a waiver to play for the NFL. Talk about play at your own risk. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You had to come there. You had to go there with your EBT card to the game because you ain't had no insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I broke my hand. I broke my hand playing throw 'em up, man. That's a fun game, but I broke my hand playing it. Yeah, because I got tackled when I tried to put my hand on the ground, and it was a wrap.
Yeah,
it was a wrap.
It's my turn to lead. Is it my turn to lead off or no?
Yeah, go ahead with the D tackles.
Oh, defensive tackles. Oh, you gonna put me on the spot with the defensive tackles? You a slick mug, DP, but it's all good though. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just name one off the top. That's just easy, right? And I'm gonna just go straight up with Aaron Donald, because my man Aaron Donald, I don't think nothing's bred like him. Straight Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania native, 111 sacks to his career, 340 solo tackles, 24 forced fumbles, 10-time Pro Bowler, 8-time All-Pro, Super Bowl champion, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And the man got it twice from the Sports Center way. But in 2014, the man was Defensive Rookie of the Year, because nobody bred him like that. So he was 6'1", 280, his wingspan barely made the match. But if you're talking about somebody who was undersized at defensive tackle that's going to play, I hope Ruben Bain goes to the league and he proves everybody wrong with those getting those TFLs, because TFLs is underrated. But I know I'm talking about Aaron Donald, but he make me think about Ruben Bain because people
always say that,
Aaron Donald. Huh?
I said I always say that, so that's interesting.
Yeah, because
I thought I was the only one that was thinking like that.
When Aaron Donald came out of Pitt, that's all everybody was talking about. Oh, he's only 6'1", he's this, that. And the man came in prepared, and he's all-time best defensive tackle in the NFL throughout the history of the NFL right now. They're like, and that's crazy for him being undersized. So say what you want about Bain, but I like Bain, and I'm rooting for him because they tried to do the same thing to Aaron Donald, but he defied all odds, came in, and now he's definitely going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer if he chill for these 5 years. If he don't go back to the Rams with Myles Garrett and go ahead and run it back one time, that'd be crazy work if they did that. Oh my Lord! All right, now not only that, but I got to give love. Now this is where y'all know Pittsburgh coming out of me, right? Because you got it. Because you cannot mention defensive tackles without talking about Mean Joe Green. You know what I'm saying? Being part of the Steel Curtain, and he was the equivalence. If you want to talk about the Steel Curtain, no matter who you really put on the side of Mean Joe Green, the Steel Curtain was through him. 6'4", 275, but the man played like a giant. 10-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro, 4-time Super Bowl champion, and 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. My man also had Rookie of the Year. Mean Joe Green did. Came in the league smacking helmets sideways off the rip and leading in sacks. Y'all can't deny Mean Joe Green at the position of a defensive tackle. And I'm going to keep it going. And I also got to keep it going back because y'all know me. Y'all dig me. And now I'm going back to another guy throughout that Mean Joe Green era because I'm well versed on that. Alan Page was a problem, right? Now, y'all all know started off with the Minnesota Vikings. If you don't know that, I'm telling you, he had 148 sacks, was a 9-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro guy. He was the NFL champ one time. Also, the man he was incredible on the football field. Like, I think that had he not played at the places he was actually at the time, especially late in his career when he started declining, as you could say, air quote, I think Super Bowl champ should have been up there a little bit more with him, with Alan Page. But yeah, the history tells me that I was on point with Aaron Page. My next guy I got to throw up there. Who am I forgetting? What are we on? What am I on right now? I'm on defensive tackles, right? And those tackles, right?
This is your third one. You got 2 more.
Defensive tackles and those tackles together, right? So I'm going to roll with Casey Hampton from the Pittsburgh Steelers because he not only the 3 technique and nose tackle is different. He just was straight up 0. That's right over top of the center. And nobody really held the position down like Casey Hampton. Now, he was able to slide, from 0 technique to the 5 technique on that offensive line, but he was a really stout runner. When the Pittsburgh Steelers had the top run defense in the NFL, it was largely because of what Casey Hampton was doing, being a 5-time Pro Bowl and a 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Pittsburgh Steelers, a.k.a. the Big Snack. Yeah, I had to put Casey Hampton in there. And one more guy that I got to throw up in there, and I got to talk Vince Wilfork, bro. I got to throw Vince. Yeah, I mean, because like Vince,
y'all can hear that name a lot, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God! Listen, seeing him and Casey Hampton back in those battle days, and the Patriots knocking us out. The phenomenal defense that the Patriots had is overshadowed by Tom Brady being such a great game manager at the quarterback position. But if you look at those Patriots defenses, they was phenomenal, great. And they will tell you quickly, largely Teddy Bruschi doing his job, Malloy back there, and everybody who was around on that Patriots defense will tell you that they could do nothing without their big anchor in the middle at defensive tackle and nose tackle, and Vince Wilfork, 5-time Pro Bowler. He made the All-Pro one-time list, but I think he should have been on there a lot more throughout those days. but 2-time Super Bowl champ, only had 4 forced fumbles, but he had 367 solo tackles and 16 sacks. But where he really his TFLs was amazing, the way that he got back there, and that's why that needs to be a stat that is stamped TFLs, because they underdate. Like you look at, and I know this is my last guy, and I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna pass it to y'all. But the way that you look at 16 sacks with him, with Vince Wilfork, and think, oh, he really wasn't that good. Yes, he was. Yes,
No, man, yeah,
yes,
the
he was a people mover, stopped the run behind the line of scrimmage a bunch of times. There's a bunch of times people had 3rd and 1s and 4th and 1s, and Wilfork was there to stop that. And that's why TFLs need to be a stat, especially for defensive linemen and defensive tackles, that need to be appreciated a lot more and should be definitely up there with the forced fumbles, the solo tackles, and the sacks. But go ahead, y'all take it away from here.
And to your point, what you were saying too, a lot of defensive tackles like Vince Wilfork also, they do a lot of dirty work also, man, opening up gaps for the linebackers and stuff too, man, making their job a lot easier. Even the defensive end. There's a lot of dirty work that the defensive tackles don't get credit for, man. But go ahead, let's hear yours, man.
I'm gonna try not to copy off Chubbs too much, but there's no way I can't leave off of Aaron Donald, man.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I know it's about 2 or 3 on. We're finna copy each other, Dusty.
Yeah, so I mean, there's no way, there's no world he's not number 1 on anybody's list, in my opinion. My opinion alone, there's no way he's not number 1 on anybody's list.
Yes, absolutely.
Number 2, and like you said, it will be scary, bro. Let him get 1 more year back in the NFL. I don't want to hear he's old. He hasn't played. No. There's Aaron Donald. That's a dinosaur on Earth.
How could you guard that? Hey, Dusty, how could you guard that?
You can't. Like, there's no how you.
Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald, like whoever, I would be able to go out in the NFL and get sacks if those 2 was on my defensive line with me.
Yeah. My number 2. I think that's my first shout out to the Canes in this video. Okay. I got my boy Warren Sapp on number 2. Warren Sapp on the video. I know him more.
I thought Chubb was gonna say that.
I forgot.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Chubbs. I've seen more of his college tape, like videos, more than NFL. Man, but he's a monster, man.
Yo, he put number 90. Like I don't want to. Like he redid number 99 on Matt. I mean, 96 sacks. 440 solo tackles, 200. He had 24 fumbles at that defensive tackle position. Yeah, 7 Pro Bowls, 4-time All-Pro, Super Bowl champ. He had defensive rookie of player of the year. The dude was just like defensive player of the year. I'm sorry, but the dude Warren Sapp, to see him play Dusty was like. It was so easy to him. It was so easy. He made it look so easy to play the position, but he was so violent. Like his hands were so violent, and he never let the offensive lineman get his hands on him. But he always played his gap in his alignment and assignment like no other. Warren Sapp is the definition of that. Like. For sure. That's and to be honest, he was a large reason why I thought Colorado's defensive line would have played a lot better. Having somebody like Warren Sapp teach you is through the roof great. Like he's one of the greatest. So yeah, for sure. Warren Sapp, good pick.
Thank you, bro. Number 3, you ever said it? I don't even know if DP gonna say this one, but he one of my Miami Dolphin legends, and Ndamukong Suh. One of the dogs, man. One of my dogs, man. I know DP, you got that on your list?
Y'all basically got my whole list except one person. Y'all try to make up.
Donkey Kong, man. He's a giant. Sacks, 392 solos, 5 forced fumbles, 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro guy, Super Bowl champion, defensive rookie, player of the year, defensive rookie. Like the man was just phenomenal. Go ahead, take it away, Dust. I just wanted to help.
No. I love hearing the stats again, man. I love running those through my brain, man. Because that brother, he was beat taller D tackle. What's his height?
6'4", 303 pounds.
Yeah, he's a little bit taller for a D tackle, and he
dirty. He played dirty. He was dirty. But I mean, you want that kind of attitude out of your players, though. Like Donkey Kong Sue. That's what who used to call him Donkey Kong Sue? Cam Newton gave him that nickname. Cam Newton gave him that name, Donkey Kong Sue. I promise you, he did.
Donkey Kong.
Well, no, because after one game, Cam Newton was like, "Man, it's a different. Like y'all people don't understand playing a quarterback position different, especially when you got Donkey Kong Sue coming at you. Like I'm serious. Like the dude was." He was different. He really was different. Even at what was he at? Wisconsin DP or
He was at Nebraska.
Okay, yeah. I be sometimes I get those like back when I'm going back in history. I get the get those two mixed up. But he was nasty. He was just nasty all the way around through. Like he threw people on a like just made them look like rag dolls out there. And afterwards, after that, he wasn't one of those guys that'll throw you on the ground. He'll just look at you. Now, one thing I could respect is he ain't never spit on nobody, but he definitely punked a lot of people out. He'll step on you after that play. Like I throw you on the ground and just step on you with them hard cleats.
He wasn't the nicest player on the field.
Nah, he wasn't, but he's still one of the best. You can't take that away from him.
You can't at all. At number 4, Geno Atkins. And again, I know I got a lot of newer lists, man. I got.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But I got Geno Atkins, man. You can't take it away from the brother. He had almost like 90+ sacks in his career.
Yeah,
another enforcer. You had to have the center and your right or left guard attack at all times.
Yeah, 75 sacks, 228 solos, 8 forced fumbles, 8-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All Pro. And I gotta respect him. He played in that division. He was a problem. He's a problem, straight up.
I'm covering a lot of the young bucks on the show right now.
That's cool.
I ain't mad at the
no. But for the last, man, I'm gonna have to go with Vince Wilfork. I'm gonna copy right after you. I'm sorry, but that's another dog that I love.
Yeah,
and he wrecked the game in a whole nother way. Like you said, he wasn't the bright. Like he didn't stand out the most. But he did his job. He did what he had to do, and
that's a fact.
And other than that, out of Vince Wilfork, if you were to ask him for a trade, that brother's worth 3 first rounds and 2 second rounds. If I were to think, so like to me, he held so much value because how much he did on defense, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he was.
It wasn't the most creative or the most like flash like. It wasn't, but he did what he had to do, like you said, set the linebackers up, set your edge rushers up, because he has to take in double teams. I'm pretty sure there was videos where he's taking on triple teams during out his career.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
I had a game plan for this defensive tackle. Like these defensive tackles that we naming, you had the game plan for these guys. Like you had to set up, had to have blocking schemes for Vince Wilfork. You had to, you know what I'm saying? You always had to have your back chipping. You couldn't.
Yeah, you had backup chipping in on the 3 team.
It was a straight up problem. Or he was just running through your line. Like there's many plays where Vince Wilfork looked like he was just free running down all like nobody wanted to block him. But it was just like, nah, coach, I'm trying. Like, dude, 325 pounds moving at you the way that Vince Wilfork moved at you.
That's a heavy man.
Yeah,
that's a heavy man. That's a man that eats mans.
Great list. Take it away.
Well, shoot, man, I'm gonna rearrange mine because we pretty much covered most of the guys I had on my list, but y'all didn't say one name y'all didn't say one name I got, and I'm gonna just start off with them first. Feel me? People be giving my dog Ruben Band a lot of grape, for being small or whatnot. So this guy. He had a tough time with his size. I think he went undrafted because of his size. But I gotta give a shot to John Randall, man. John Randall gonna go out there. He gonna talk that trash, and he gonna lay that wood. He coming after your quarterback at the deep tackle position. You really can move John Randall around the defensive line if you want to, man. Very versatile, undersized, but my man was a dog. Shout out to John Randall.
137 sacks, 471 solos, 28 forced fumbles, 7-time Pro Bowlers, 6-time All Pro, and a cool fact about John Randall. Guess what else, DP?
He's a Hall of Famer.
He didn't have 30. He didn't have that wingspan. He didn't have 33-inch wingspan.
Mm-hmm.
He had a short wingspan.
He had short arms also.
And
they undermine power, the leg power that a lot of these defensive tackles possess. They undermine that. They don't look into that. They don't look at this low center of gravity that these guys come off the ball with, man. And they gotta start respecting stuff like that, Mo.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. Nightmares, man. I know that. He's a
And
keeper.
then even for my other guys, you know, you don't necessarily gotta pull them up to us. We already don't talk about these other guys, but I'm just go off on, you know, we got my boy Warren Sapp, you know, Aaron Donald, the Ndamukong Suh. And another reason why I like the Ndamukong Suh, dog. This man was one of the only defensive tackles I know in college. He was in the Heisman race. That's how bad he was dominating in college. And the Detroit Lions and the Ndamukong Suh was a problem.
Yep.
Also, you know, shout out to my boy Vince Wilford, man. You feel me? Shout out to them guys. Man.
Okay, all right. That list was fire. That's fire. No, we got two more positions to go through, but what we'll do is I guess we'll just go through linebackers and DBs. So safeties and cornerbacks included. I know that's tough to do, but we've been on here for 2 hours.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and take it away.
Okay.
Right. Oh,
well,
BP?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do my linebacker, man. I threw an edge rusher with my linebacker, but he listed as a linebacker, so I threw him in there. But I'm gonna start off my list, you feel me? Number one, you already know what to do. Big dog Ray Lewis, you feel me? Can't take that from him. That man was a lethal weapon. He was he's a machine jerk. Like he told them other defense, other players on the other team, man. Shout out to Ray Lewis, a legend, a dog. Made the 2001 Ravens when they won a Super Bowl. They won a Super Bowl solely off defense, solely off the heart, man. Two-time Super Bowl champ. I ain't gonna take it. I ain't gonna take that from him. I just wanted to give him so much credit for the very first one they got. Because if it wasn't for that defense, they wouldn't have made it. They had Trent Dilfer as a quarterback. Trent Dilfer. Look how he had UAB. But let me stop. Then number two, you feel me? I gotta give a shout out to Luke Kuechly, man. That man was another coach on the football field at linebacker. The man was calling out the play. Imagine being an O-liner and a quarterback, and this man calling out the play that you're running. And then you audible. He called out the audible.
Great, man. Luke Kuechly, 18 interceptions as a linebacker, bro. And a touchdown, 7-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro. Man got Defensive Player of the Year in 2013. I think he also got Rookie of the Year 2012. The man, he came in the league ready to play the position. Luke Kuechly was so smart out of Boston College, man. Oh my God, man. Watching Luke Kuechly play the position, I was so mad that day he couldn't get a Super Bowl, bro. He deserved that Super Bowl. And I still to this day think that Cam Newton was paid to throw that ball, but I'm just saying the Panthers they was on a different level than any other football team that year. That particular year, I didn't see.
It's a man on my list was the reason why they ain't winning that Super Bowl. But I'm gonna get to him. But number three, I gotta say, shout out to my boy Patrick Willis, man. Another one that left the game real soon, man. Patrick Willis was a monster, was a dog, laying that wood. You feel me? You don't want to run into that. You don't want none of that smoke, man.
20 sacks, 20 sacks, 733 solos, 16 forced fumbles, 7-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro, and the man had Defensive Rookie of the Year 2007 when he came in the game. Patrick Willis not only did he also was able to revitalize or he made people look at linebackers and want to get fast linebackers, you know what I'm saying, in the game because how fast Patrick Willis was and how he played the linebacker position. But go ahead.
And then this is the reason why Cam Newton ain't win that Super Bowl and Luke Kuechly ain't win that Super Bowl. My dog Von Miller, man. Von Miller was a beast coming off that edge, man. Outside linebacker, that man was different. That man was a playmaker, dog. Shout out to Von Miller. He is the truth.
Yes, he is. 8-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro. Man had 138 sacks.
Oh no, my dog, don't froze on us. Chubb, we done lost to the portal.
No, we lost Chubbs.
Oh man, we done lost Chubb to the portal. I can't really see to give off the list, but yeah, shout out my boy Von Miller, man. My boy was a dog out there, you feel me? And last but not least, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Derrick Brooks. But dang, hopefully my boy Chubb come back, man. You feel me? Oh
See,
man, we done lost my dog Chubb. You feel me? So you want to go ahead and give your list, Dusty? You feel me? Rock out. Hopefully my boy come back in.
yeah, I got you, brother. I got you. I'm gonna run the first off with Ray Lewis. You know, the G, you feel me? They wanted Jacoby Thomas upon a little celebration and shit. That was tough. That was tough. But nah, Ray Lewis, guys to man. He's what all linebackers want to be. He's the guy that linebackers want to be at the end of the day. So the best linebackers look up to him. That
And I
tells you.
loved how Ray Lewis was showing up to the
So
games, man, when the game was in the postseason, man.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that made all our linebackers play harder, like Wesley, Torrey. You seen how Torrey was playing in the postseason when he seen
Yep.
Big Ray on the sideline, man.
Running it
I
all
love
across the
that,
field.
man.
Running across. I'm gonna have to say Bobby Wagner on there too, bro. He's
That's
a
what they're doing.
part of the Legion of Boom. He was a good anchor of that. Um, I I think what makes him greatest is because of his longevity. You know, he's always been consistent on the field, no matter how old he is, and he's still consistent to this day. So I think that proves himself to be one of the better linebackers in the game. Um,
Yeah, very consistent, man. Bobby Wagner was a true fighter, man, a true leader. And you feel me? He very durable. It ain't been too many
very,
seasons where he been injured and not playing.
yep, very like on the go. He knew what he was doing, and he's again to this day. He was on the Commanders last year. I think. Where's he on now? He might. I know he got signed. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let's see.
I'm telling where he at right now because he up there in age and they've been moving around this off season. I gotta really look into
Uh,
who
he
don't
has
win.
not signed with a team this year yet.
Oh yeah, he haven't.
He has
That's
not
probably
signed with
because
a
of
team.
age. You know how the NFL they do you when you get
But
older.
I know last year he was playing just fine. So I guess he might be wanting a little too much money for his age. Who knows what the situation is? But at number 3, he is a safety, but he played linebacker position all throughout. Hold on. Make sure I say. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of his name. I can't think right now. Holy cow. Holy cow, my bad. He was a safety. Brian
Good on
Urlacher.
Dusty.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Brian Urlacher, bro.
Brian Urlacher was a safety in college, but it man in the NFL, that man was a
But
dude.
he's well, he's built. Yeah, he was a college safety and what? And they used him as like a middle third kind of guy, linebacker.
That
He was
man
more
was
of
in
a
that middle.
coverage. He
My
was the
boy was in
coverage
that
kind of
middle,
backer. So
laying that wood.
I do consider him. I couldn't think of his name for a second. It just
Yeah,
blew by my
he a linebacker. He a middle linebacker, laying that wood. True
I'll
linebacker.
pick him at number 4. Gotta get my Miami Dolphins. Zach Thomas in that motherfucker.
Shout out to
Hey,
Zach Thomas, man.
he was flying across the field. He got the run defense. He was unstoppable. Pass defense. He could have been worked out. He still was out there getting interceptions, doing the whole 9.
Chubbs
Oh, we
was
got
back,
Chubbs.
baby.
They did me dirty, homie.
We kept it live
Chubbs.
for you, bro.
We still on the linebackers though, man. I had gave my last one. It was Derrick Brooks. We on Dusty list right now.
I'll restart. But like I said, Ray Lewis, real quick, because the chat hurt. Ray Lewis, real quick. Obviously, number 1. Number 2, I had Bobby Wagner, Legion, part of the Legion of Boom. Can't deny it. He was a big reason they couldn't run the ball, and so they tried to throw the ball, and then they got they butt smacked by the safeties and the corners back there, the part of Legion of Boom. So I think he was a big anchor in that case. Number 3, I say he was pretty much a safety, but he played the middle third. Brian Urlacher, you can't deny it at all.
No, you can't. No, not Urlacher. Urlacher, one of the greatest to do it,
What
man.
like you really can't. He came from being a safety in college, like DP said, and he built his way. He built weight on like how many seasons did it take up to gain like some weight, but talking about a
Man, I
season
don't know, but all I know is he been hitting that linebacker. So he
he
got
had
it.
that gym
Man,
and
man, that
he was
wood.
laying everybody. He was all over that field, man. And then at number 4 I said Zach Thomas. Another Dolphin great. I can't leave him out. Good on defensive stopping, run stopping. I say he could work on his passing, but he still was coming down with interceptions and taking them. So either way, and then now at number 4, I'm kind of on the edge between 2 players, but I'm gonna bring it way back for you Chubbs. Way back,
Okay.
1974, 84. We're
Okay.
gonna bring in a little Jack Lambert in this combo. We're
Jack
gonna bring in
Lambert.
first year defensive player of the year, 6-time first team All Pro, 4-time Super Bowl champ, 4-time. He got 4. He almost got that 5. But that brother's a ball player too. Apparently, from what I've done research on, he was the best all around. He was the best all around linebacker to really come out of that time. Like he played everywhere. Basically, he was a player that you trusted anywhere on defense to run the whole defense as the QB of the defense.
Man, that Steelers defense around that time was straight disrespectful to people, man. They the reason why you got a 5 yards off the ball rule and the pass interference rule.
Yeah.
They the reason why.
So I think I did some research. And yeah, Jack Lambert is a ball player, man. Especially with him almost having 5, almost a whole hand.
5
almost. He got 4. He was 1 short. I'm pretty sure. How many appearances did he have? He had like 6 or 7. 6.
Well, I don't know what y'all like. Cause I like. Is my mic good? Is my sound good?
Yeah, you sound good, bro.
Oh, okay, all right. Cause I didn't know I could hear y'all, but I didn't know if my mic was on or not.
Yeah, your mic do sound a little lower than it was though.
It's lower.
Yeah,
he only had the 4, so he's 4 for 4.
All right, let me see if I can get that right real quick. It said I got people. Did I have people waiting? Okay, no, just got 2 people back there. Let me see if I could get my my mic settings up real quick. You know what I mean? While I'm up on here, because it's saying okay. That sound better, fellas?
Yeah, you sound good. You sound good.
All right, that's better now. All right, because I'm on. All right, bet. All right, because I got to make sure I got that right now. I can't be out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm already out here tripping, you know what I'm saying? I'm already bugging out.
Nah, you good.
It's already tripping. I had to finish it out. But yeah, my list, I obviously, y'all already took Lawrence Taylor off the list because Lawrence Taylor, one of the late greats, you know what I'm saying? Y'all went with, anybody say, did y'all go with Derek Thomas?
No.
That's another OG right there.
Derek Thomas, a problem. You know what I'm saying? Derek Thomas, definitely a problem at the linebacker position, outside linebacker position. Also, was able to get sacks, and not only was he good with that run fit scheme and everything, but problem on the defense. Jack Ham, late great Jack Ham. Can't forget him. You know what I'm saying? Got to bring him up. You know what I'm saying? Got to talk about that. Shout out to my dude. I want to show some love to one of the greatest that played the game. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Junior Seau. Junior Seau was a problem. He made a lot of people want to play the game at a high level, at a defense, and especially the way he played that position. Like Junior Seau, definitely great. Now I could talk about Brian Urlacher, Mike Singletary, those guys like that, Dick Buckets. Those are easy guys, right? But I want to give some love to some guys. To a guy that played the position and was on his way to be a late great. When we talked about Patrick Willis, but he wound up getting himself injured through playing the game, how intense he played the game. And that's Ryan Shazier from the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Shazier came out of Ohio State. He played like a straight missile. The man was fast. He played strong. And if Ryan Shazier, to this day, I strongly believe if number 50 for the Pittsburgh Steelers, if he did not get injured, that strong neck injury, Ryan Shazier would have been a phenomenal linebacker in the NFL. Now, and I got to talk about now, and I'm definitely going with the easy one in Brian Urlacher, right? Brian Urlacher was a problem. I mean, the only other player that I ever seen run Brian Urlacher of was Jerome, a.k.a. the Bus Bettis from the Pittsburgh Steelers. But Brian Urlacher was a linebacker that played fast, mean, smart. There's just so much you could go on and talk about the way that Brian Urlacher played the game, but he also was okay with the passing too. But you was not getting past him if you was a running back. He was coming through the offensive lineman. Even offensive linemen had problems blocking Brian Urlacher. But when we talk about that guy, he's one of my favorites and one of my tops. Now, moving into the defensive backs, I ain't got my sound effects. I ain't got none of that.
Yeah, that shout out, but I was loving the sound effects, my boy.
I know,
before we go to the DBs, I just want to throw
you know what I mean? it done quit on me, man. I don't know what's up with it, man. It said it was tired. I don't know what's going on, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
I want
I
to
guess
throw
we going through
aside the
some
old.
we must be going through some weather issues or something. But I was like, I gotta finish
Hey,
the
I'm
show.
going through the
You
same
gotta
thing,
finish.
man.
You
That's why I'm
gotta
on my
finish.
phone.
Yeah, like I had to finish on my phone. I said I ain't gonna leave the people hanging, you know what I'm saying? But we be out here working, you
Ain't
feel
nothing
me?
wrong with that.
Anyway.
I gotta give a shout to Sean Marion too, man. Even though he was
Oh
more so a pass
yeah,
rusher,
oh
but
yeah,
lights out. Me
yeah,
being my boy doing his thing, man.
yeah. Facts. Now another guy that like going straight to my DBs.
All right,
Y'all
know
know
who your list.
y'all know what I'm talking about, saying Dion Primetime Sanders. Come on now. You know I'm gonna talk about Coach
Everybody
Prime,
mad at it. That's why I
Dion
ain't touched
Primetime
old Prime. I
Sanders,
already
baby. You know
knew.
what I'm saying? Man, the swag he had on the football field, the attitude. Nobody played the position quite like Dion Sanders prime time. Another guy that people forget about, and he's a Steeler, and I know I'm being biased. I got a couple of Steelers on this DB list, but y'all will agree with me when I talk about him. That's Rod Woodson. He's one of them. Rod Woodson was the man at that cornerback position in a defensive back. He later did play safety at Baltimore. Same thing like Dion did, but Rod Woodson was a straight up problem. Had hands like sticky glue at that position. You throw it his way, he was definitely about to pick your ball. Another guy that I want to talk about is Ed Reed. Y'all know I got to take Ed Reed from y'all off that defensive back list. Ed Reed was in our division, but watching Ed Reed play that position, man, was so great, phenomenal. The way that he played, the way that he was so fast and strong. Now, this is hard putting all these good DBs together. But Champ Bailey, I got to talk about Champ Bailey, right? Champ Bailey was great at that. When I seen Champ play for the first time with the Broncos, I was sitting down with my uncles watching a football game, and I seen this dude with the Broncos. Like he had people in Pittsburgh being Broncos fans. Now, how weird is that, right? Like that's crazy. You got Broncos fans in Pittsburgh because of Champ Bailey. That's how great he is, yo. You know what I'm saying? He put the Broncos in an international. That like I ain't gonna say he did it because it was Elway and everything, but Champ Bailey, great. You know what I'm saying? And now they got another one too, and Patrick Surtain II up there. But I gotta go Philadelphia Eagles. Show love with my last one, and Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins, he was a mean summer gun at that DB position.
The weapon.
Yes, he
weapon
was.
X.
Brian. That dude, that 2-0 back there was a straight up problem. You got to give it to him. And that's my list for my DBs right there. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good list right there. I can't lie, man. I'm gonna go Dion at number 1, 2, Chubbs, man. Just like you said, he set the game, man. He set the game for cornerbacks to be aggressive, to be physical, to be on the ball. Especially for more of the modern day, not my 2010s modern days, but for the 2000s. You understand?
Yeah,
he set the game, man. He set the game. And then number
Money
2,
Mike,
I got
talking about DBs. Money Mike, it's all DBs. I was reading a comment. My fault. Money Mike was in the comments, but yeah, we talking about DBs, dog. That's all.
Yeah, we shorten it up and just put them together.
Cornerbacks and safeties all together.
Yeah, we don't been rocking out for about 2 hours and stuff, so we just trying to condense it a little bit.
Hey, Chubbs, number 2, I got 2 people at number 2, and you'll hear why in a second. I got Ed Reed and Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor couldn't play out the full career, so I'm throwing him with Ed Reed just because they hurricane buddies. They right next to each other. So I'm gonna put them boys at number 2 right next to each other, just because I think if Sean Taylor got to live out his career, there's no telling what he could have done.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to one of my favorites. Number 3, I got Big Dog Troy Polamalu. Come on, he's scary running around the field, long hair busting out the helmet, hawking you down, man. You can't say no.
Sir.
He has to be on your top 5, bro. Cause
he got to be number 1. I should have said Polamalu, but I left him for y'all. I could have easily went with all Steelers.
Yep.
See, this is one of them drinks where I could have went with 3 Steelers off the back, but I was trying to mix it up a little bit.
So he's definitely one of my favorites. Has to be number 4, and he was good for the Steelers. Yeah, like you said, he was a dog player. Number 4, I probably got Darrell Revis. Give me Darrell Revis on that list,
Okay.
man, because he was he was a corner, I believe, on the Jets. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little older player, so I gotta rewrite my mind. But
Yeah, Darrell Revis. Yeah, he
yeah,
started with the Jets and then he went
yep,
with the Patriots. You right?
Patriots, yeah. Again, another physical. I like physical corners that are not scared to get down with a wide receiver and be able to be basically a game changer on defense where you can't throw that way. When you take away a whole half of the field, you doing a whole lot more than you think. Because now your quarterback's scared to look left, so now he's all looking right, but nothing's open right. Nothing's open right. So what is he going like? He's going to throw something stupid, or he's going to get come on.
Right.
Number 5 is pure biasness, and people going to hate me for the people that I'm jumping with this name, but Brian, let me make sure. Yeah, he played on the Dolphins. Brent Grimes,
Okay.
Brent Grimes,
I
right?
remember
Okay.
talking about light skin.
Grimes, yeah, Brent Grimes. Fuck, it's been a
Okay.
little while. Excuse my
All
language.
right.
But just for the fact that he was a smaller corner, and he again aggressive for being a smaller corner. He got up there, made a bunch of deflections, tackles. He played on my Dolphins, being a little biased. But for him to be undersized and did what he did with all the All Pro and pros Pro Bowl selections, it's crazy. My brother's a pure baller, and again, like I said, people gonna hate me for jumping all of the crazy Champ Bailey and all that. It's my least. Brent Grimes is on there, bro. Brent Grimes is that number 5. I grew up watching him.
All right.
And he was locking down the best defenders in the league every time he played. So he's my number 5, man. He's my number 5.
All right, solid. That's solid list. Very solid list. I like it.
I appreciate
That
it.
real now. Now see, y'all don't said a lot of people that I was gonna say. So you know what? I'm gonna pivot and I'm gonna try to get a comment, some other names, you feel me? But we all know Prime Lee like that. We all know Ed Reed like that, Troy Polamalu. So I ain't gonna say him. I had him on my list, so I ain't gonna say him. I also had Darrell Revis, so I ain't gonna say him neither.
I took DP's whole list. I said,
luckily I had a cornerback and safety, so I can pick from 10 people. But I don't got some people on top of the dome while y'all talking. But one name I'm surprised y'all didn't say, I gotta throw him out there.
Who's that?
My boy Charles Woodson, man. Charles Woodson was like that, man. He was a GOAT. Mr. Picks. And I'm gonna throw Antonio Cromartie on the list, man. Shout out to Antonio Cromartie. He was a baller also. He was a dog. And it's another person that helped Tom Brady get them Super Bowls. Shout out to Ty Law. Ty Law was another dog, man. Ty Law was doing this thing. Shout out to Ty Law. And I'm gonna throw another name out that helped out the Patriots a lot. Mr. Rodney Harrison, man. Rodney Harrison was a hard-hitting safety. He gonna pick that ball and he gonna make them tackles, man. So I had to I had to flip the script a little bit, man. But shout out you. We all know Prime, Ed, and Troy OGs. But I had to give some more flavor out there.
The guys like shout out to Money Mike. I see you in the comment. Night Train Lane, he definitely a top 5. Darrell Green, you know what I'm saying? You got Darrell Green, Night Train Lane, Ronnie Lott, Paul Cruz. You know what I'm saying? Earl Thomas. There's a lot of guys. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of guys.
Water. Shout out to all them guys. And don't let me forget Johnny Lynch. You know what I'm saying? White Chocolate John Lynch back there. John Lynch was hammering some folks, but he was a problem too, bro. Don't forget. There's a lot of guys. There's a big list. But I'm solid. I like our list. I like our list that we came up with today. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody tuning in. I appreciate y'all boys for jumping on, man. Showing love.
Honorable mention too, Chubb, before we get out of here, man.
Who that?
A lot of people are giving my dog some great too, but shout out to Asante Samuel, man.
Oh, yeah.
The man was like that, man. I can't take it from Asante Samuel, dog.
Asante Samuel, yeah, bro. Like, he don't get talked about enough, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if I could ask y'all, like, quick fire, right? All right, quick fire, get real quick. Give me, if y'all can give me a because I know y'all the only kicker that we know that's great in our time that we could think of is probably Adam Vinatieri, correct? We all agree, or Justin Tucker, right? All right,
that's the no cleat kicker, ain't it?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I think there's some greats, but we ain't gonna kicker punter. But even though I did make a list. Real quick, who's y'all greatest return specialist? Just pick one. It ain't got to be. It's just y'all return specialist.
Come
I
on,
already
what
know
Hold
are
who
on,
we
y'all gonna
DP.
go
talking,
with.
Hold
man?
on, DP. Hold
Devin
on.
Hester. Devin Hester, huh? That what y'all
You
about to say?
already
Devin Hester.
know. You already
Devin Hester.
know.
Who's
You
better?
already
Who's
know.
better, Chubbs? Chubbs, who's better? I want to know, man. Who's better?
Who? Devin
Who's better
Hester?
than DH? Yeah.
I mean, like that there was some great guys, you know what I'm saying, that did it. Like when Devin Hester was doing his thing, at the time Devin Hester doing his thing, there was only another one guy that I could say that was running back kicks and looking good too at that time. I think was like Dante Hall.
Yep.
Dante Hall was looking okay, you know what I'm saying? But you
Trayvon
could
was
probably, but
returning,
if you
wasn't
go
he?
back, like, I mean, if you want to go back in NFL history with it, like Gale Sayers was a return specialist too. That's why he was also one of the great running backs too, because he was the way he did on the football field. He also returned great too, but there was nobody better than Devin Hester. I give that to y'all. Devin Hester was the best. That's why I said quick fire. I already knew y'all would go with him, but Devin Hester
Hey,
is that guy, man. He is. Devin
hey,
Hester got it, bro. He got it. He
hey,
got it,
Chubbs, on
bro.
the come up, man. On the come up, Malachi gonna be the next Gary, bro. I don't know if you seen every time he got a punt and kick return last year, it seemed like we had a chance to score.
Yeah,
Now,
Malachi Tony,
it
bro.
was
I
50,
think
40, 50 yards per run, it felt like.
I think that Malachi Tony, everybody keep telling me he ain't the best receiver in the game, but I'm like, well, I think I like Malachi Tony being the best receiver because of what else he can do on the football field outside of being a receiver. So that's the way I look at it, right? Not just being a best at the wide receiver position, but the best wide receiver because everything else that he can contribute to on the football field alone. Malachi Tony, like nobody's in that category. Yes, he's a receiver that can also play tailback, that can also play DB, that can also run back kicks and punts. Like Malachi Tony he's the, I guess you could say, if you really want to put in a category, you would have to say, I think he's the one of the best all-round receiver. Like, because other guys I think end up in the category to me at the next level as a position guy. But I think Malachi Tony being a little bit height challenged, if you will, makes him work in other areas as being a great route runner, working on his hands, working on his routes. I said routes, but and also working on his awareness and where he's at on the football field throughout the zones and with the defensive schemes is throwing at Malachi Tony. That's what makes him so great, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That's
and
to
shout
me.
out to the person in the comments that said Patrick Peterson, man. That's a name we forgot
Oh
too.
yeah,
But
Patrick Patrick
Patrick
P.
Peterson.
DP.
Oh yeah,
Patrick
and
Hey,
he was a return
we didn't say,
also.
hold
Peterson.
on, DP. We didn't say no Legion of Boom except for I said Bobby Wagner earlier. I
Oh,
don't think
Bobby
we
Wagner. We
didn't. We
missed Bobby Wagner,
I
the
said Bobby
linebacker.
Wagner, but
Oh,
we didn't say no
okay.
Chancellor, no nothing, man.
I thought
Mm-mm.
somebody was gonna say. Well, see, the
I
thing
mean,
is,
but
we
that's
had
the beauty
limited it. You
though.
feel
So
me?
Money Mike, what you should have did, Money Mike, you should have asked for the link, Money Mike. We would have dropped the link and let you come up and kick it with us, Money Mike. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, you know what I'm saying? We'd have let y'all come up and kick it with us. Ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying? You got some top five. We'd have let you come up and chop it up with us in the top five. These them conversations that are totally subjective, you know what I'm saying, and what we believe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just
When you
off season
arguing,
talk.
when you making your list, it's your list, you know what I'm saying? Now people can argue out of it and say, well, I don't like that, or you know what I mean, I don't think he needs to be there, but it's your list though, you know what I'm saying? It's your list. You feel
Yeah,
me?
a
What's
lot
up,
of mine
Jen
was for the
J?
youngsters,
What's
man.
up, Jen? Shout out to you, Jen. I see y'all in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Showing big love, everything. Man, I enjoy these ones. I enjoy these ones. You know what I'm saying? These top five lists. I can't wait till the season come because I'm gonna be giving y'all all the smoke in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to y'all on purpose too.
Hey, we're getting close to that time, Chubbs.
Yeah,
We
man.
about we
So
about a month away from what
uh,
preseason games.
man, listen, man. We out here. We out here. We gonna be on here live or here DP's channel. We gonna be everywhere. We gonna be out here having these college football and NFL conversations, man. But these greats, there's so many greats that right now in the NFL, it's really hard to come up with a top five. Like I could say you could come up with a solid top 10, you know what I'm saying, and be okay with that. But a top five, it's hard to do because there's just so many greats at the positions. There's so many guys that you can really put in these positions. And when you go of all time, like it's even harder because now you got to go all the way back and to all, you know what I mean? And this was actually good for me because I went back and when I was doing my homework this week for this show, I went back all the way to where the AFL, you know what I'm saying, went all the way back then, looking at stats and bringing up things. But because DP feels away. They had 150 pound defensive lineman back then. That's what you say, DP, 150 pound offensive lineman. But I get it. But them skill position guys was getting it. So Michigan gonna be a problem. I think Michigan is an underrated team. Getting Cal Winningham though, Jen. To be honest, I think they do for some, because what they did last year with that young team, people don't realize, and they don't give Michigan enough credit of having such a young team and all those young players that's only going to get better and grow with time. And with Cal Winningham bringing up the guys that he brought up from with Utah, man, that Michigan, they are underrated Big Ten team for sure. I think highly of Michigan.
I think they got a good chance to make the playoffs this year. And not long ago, this fan base and the team knows what it's like to win. The guys in the room, the staff in the room, I'm sure they got it. They got Bryce Underwood. They got good offensive linemen from what I heard. So just got to be able to put it all together. Again, you win a Big Ten conference.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got to play against not Ohio, or what is it? I know you got one big game, I think, in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I think they can play Ohio. Who do Michigan play again? I can't remember. I think, do they play Oklahoma again? I don't know if Oklahoma's on the schedule again. I think but they schedule, you got to worry about in the Big Ten. Michigan really got to worry about Oregon, Ohio State, Penn State's a sleeper.
They play Oklahoma.
Indiana's coming now. Yeah, Oklahoma, I think they got on their schedule this year.
Oklahoma, Oregon, Ohio State at the end of the season.
Yeah, they better beat Ohio State. That's
you got a Penn State game, which we'll see how that goes. You could play Indiana. So Michigan do got a tough schedule, bro. They ain't not no lollipop schedule, and even though lollipops, you got Iowa. I mean. And then you have UTEP and Western Michigan as
Money Mike. I do think that Jefferson and Chase can become a top 10 wide receiver of all time. And I had them on my list. I had those two guys on my list. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that they will. Their stats as time goes on. I just hope people don't start calling them stat padders or anything like that. I just think that they may have to get out their teams. They might have to leave their organizations to go win. But I do think that Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase they're two of the greatest right now for sure. You can't leave them out your top 5 right now. If we went with now today's top 5 receivers, Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson got to be like 1 and 2, I would think. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's what I would go with for sure. But yeah, those guys was on my all-time list. But let everybody know where they can find you at, Dusty.
Hey man, I'm a simple guy. You can find me on TikTok. Come right up. If you type it in TDG Dusty, it comes right up, bro. On the road to 50K followers, so hit me up on there. We'll be posting soon again, probably right around the end of this month for football season. So keep in touch and lock in with me.
All right, bet. Let them know. Let me go follow my guy. Let them know, DP, what's up?
Y'all come show me love at Daryl Page, Talking Sport with DP. Y'all know what it is, man. Appreciate you for, letting me come through, Chubb. Thank you for coming through, Dusty, rocking out with us, man. You feel me? Know what it is, baby. Go Canes.
Let's go. Let me start.
Yeah, you'll see me on his page way more often. So
yeah, we tapped in, we locked in, fellas. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. For real, man. But I like to always end the show, and I always tell everybody, no matter what you're getting into, pray for yourself, pray for each other, pray for me, because I'm always praying for y'all, man. Show love, you know what I'm saying? Tap in. Peace.
Much love.